What's up, everybody? Good morning. Welcome to Middays with Marks on 97.5 The Fanatic. John Marks. 2 more days in 2025. A lot to talk about, and we'll do it. Let's first say good morning to Ray Dunn behind the glass today. Hi, Ray.
Good morning, Johnny. How are you?
I am fantastic. And we say good morning to handsome Harry Mays sitting in the number 2 chair today. Hi, Harry.
What's going on, John? What's going on, Ray?
Well, I was off yesterday, so I haven't discussed the Eagles' win over the Bills, which will be good. You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of how you look at that game. How do they keep doing it?
Yeah.
How do they, and they run the game, and, I'm grateful.
Found a way, John.
Everything's great then.
They found a way.
They found a way to win the game, so everything should be great because all that matters that wins, which we know is a bunch of crap. That's not what matters. What matters is looking ahead to the playoffs, knowing that you're going to lose a game if you continue to coach and play like this. I don't like a lot of times after these games where they're so bad in the second half or the first half and they can't score, they can't move the football, they can't get first downs, they can't complete passes. It's a case-by-case basis, but a lot of times I look at the quarterback and say he played poorly, or you look at the offensive line, and you look at all of these things, right? This particular case, and I'm just gonna say that this is, for me, this is going to be all of them. But this particular game in this particular case, this was coaching, this was play calling. I will not blame one player. I will not blame anybody but Kevin Patullo and Nick Sirianni. Because if you go back and you look at these drives, I rewatched that second half.
You did?
I sure did.
How painful was that?
It was worse than originally watching it. It really was because you know what's coming.
Yeah.
Not completing a pass. If the quarterback's off or there's bad weather or they gave no chance of doing anything. Running the ball into a stacked box, running Saquon Barkley into a stacked box that Cam Jurgens can't block anybody anyway. But running Saquon Barkley into a line that they're just waiting to tackle him. Or whenever they called for a pass, Jalen Hurts is being flushed out of the pocket. There's no creativity with it. He's got nowhere to go with the football, and he's wisely throwing the ball away.
Yeah.
It's mind-numbing to me. They looked fine in the first half. They didn't look like the greatest show on turf, but they were good in the first half. To come out in the second half, and this has happened multiple times this year, to come out in the second half with no creativity. Really, it looked like they weren't even trying.
Well, that's the thing. I'm wondering, like, was this all just a Sirianni Patullo rope-a-dope and just we're just going to get through this game on our defense? We've scored enough points. We're not going to do anything crazy. I'm not going to risk anything, and we're going to get out of here with the win. Or are they that bad, or was there some big, massive adjustment that Buffalo made that I'm too dumb to figure out just by watching it on my TV?
I don't think there was any massive adjustment. Not that any other bona fide NFL assistant coach that couldn't figure out to give you something other than that.
I mean, I think they had 15 yards in the second half.
Harry, it's the second time in a season where they've had no completions in the second half of a game.
Yeah.
Half of a game.
And wasn't there some stat I saw yesterday rolling around on X that this hasn't happened since whatever?
87 Patriots.
Is that what it was? 87.
First team since the 87 Patriots with no second half completions in multiple games.
Wow.
87 Patriots. Let me tell you.
It's hard to do.
Those teams weren't good.
No, they weren't.
This is bad. This is very, very bad.
And so, like you had said, because I think a lot of people, and Ray, I listened a little bit yesterday, and I heard, I don't know if it was you, but I know it wasn't Sean, because Sean's ready to have the parade after yesterday's win.
Oh, yeah, he's got the chair. He's got the chair out.
Oh, my God. He was so happy. He couldn't understand why people were so mad. Really? You couldn't understand why?
Did he have the pom-poms yesterday, Ray?
We're mapping out the parade route yesterday. We did that for an hour there in the show. Yeah, of course.
So, I do think that some of it is our defense is so good. Because think about the formula with the Eagles. Don't turn the ball over.
Right.
And don't give short fields to the other team.
Right.
And our defense is so good. You build a 13-0 lead. They can't beat us.
Yeah.
And my worry is Sirianni says, we won the game. What are you guys talking about? What we were trying to do actually worked because they won the game. Meanwhile, Sean McDermott's an idiot for going for 2. Josh Allen had a gimme 2-point conversion. They should have lost that freaking game.
Well, the play was there.
Play was there.
The play was there. He made a horrible throw.
Horrible throw.
He was terrible. He was
terrible.
If that would have been Jalen Hurts with that football game, we would kill. He might not be able to play another game. He'd get crushed so bad.
What, the double standard of the national media? Get up, first take, all that crap. What they would have been saying about Jalen Hurts if he played like that.
This is why he's not in anybody's top 10
right.
list.
Well, what about Josh Allen, who was horrible? He
was terrible.
Took that 20-yard sack, which was totally unnecessary. Took him out of field goal range.
He was playing like he played when he was a rookie.
He was.
When he was doing all those idiotic things, never making a decision to throw the football, running around trying to extend a play, and he just ran himself into so many problems. There were like 3 or 4 instances where he just killed them in that football game, and they still had a chance to win it.
And they should have won the game if he makes it. If he makes a throw, he probably makes 9 times out of 10.
Yeah.
That was the one time he didn't make it.
If Jalen Carter wasn't such a beast, that kicker would have kicked the extra point.
Dude.
How about that guy?
Defense bailed him out. When Jalen Carter's not thumbing a guy in the eye, he's dominating the line of scrimmage.
I just love him.
You need a psycho on your team like that, and he is.
Yes, go spit on Dak Prescott next year, too.
I can't chalk what happened on Sunday. I can't chalk it up to it's conservative, and that's what they wanted to do. Kevin Patullo and Nick Sirianni, because Sirianni, I don't know why he's so incapable of doing anything in game.
So I'm not doing a good enough job.
For whatever reason, they get in these modes, and then they get in these stretches where literally, if they just said to Jalen, I'm not going to call a play, you guys figure it out.
Right.
You'd have a better chance.
Well, that's like with Buddy Ryan and Randall Cunningham. Just go make a play.
3rd and 21. Go for it. He runs around and runs in circles and does it. Seriously, you might as well not even call plays because the plays you're calling are ridiculous. But I was thinking about this, right? Because the whole thing of being conservative, and that's worked for him, and with this defense, be conservative. How about this? How about instead of being conservative, realizing you have a defense as good as the Eagles' defense, and it's a good defense.
Take some chances.
How about you take chances?
Yeah.
How about you run around and you do trick plays and you throw the ball all over the place? How about the execution on the Bills where they did that hook and ladder?
Oh yeah, that was great. I saw that again last night.
Yes.
Yeah.
And how about that? How about you try something? You have a defense that can get stops. They stopped them on the goal line. They got them out of field goal range with that sack. You have a defense where you can take chances.
Right.
But yet they're being so conservative. There's only so long the defense is going to be able to hold an offense in the NFL. You weren't shutting the Bills out.
No, I think it was Sunday night was the hook and ladder.
It was.
Sunday night. That was a
last
terrific game. I've watched some great football, Johnny, and it wasn't the Eagles.
No,
I've watched a lot of football.
You want to talk about good offenses, even though Ben Johnson blew it late on Sunday night. But you talk about Shanahan and Brock Purdy throwing it all over the place and what they were doing. No, and you know what? Here's the bottom line. If they play like that in the playoffs, and this isn't breaking news or this isn't some earth-shattering take. If they play like that in the playoffs, they will lose.
Yes.
Period. And the problem is they have an offensive coordinator and a head coach that I don't think know any different and that think things are fine.
Unless the quarterback takes it upon himself to just use his legs. And that's the thing I think if you're an Eagle fan, you're holding out hope for, that he's saving that for the games in the playoffs. Because he made some incredible moves within the pocket in that game against Buffalo, and only to throw the ball away, like you were saying. But if it weren't for his shiftiness and his ability to evade the rush, they'd have lost that game for sure. He avoided a safety, too, I think.
He sure did.
I mean, there were some moves he's making in the pocket. I'm like, wow, it's amazing. Not just take off and go. And I think that's coming in the playoffs. That's the thing I'm going to hang my hat on.
Is that he just says, you know what I would like to see him do as well?
I'll be Superman tonight.
Hey, Patullo, how about he put some pressure on the coaches and Patullo to figure this out? How about in the game he says enough of this crap? I mean, maybe he is doing that. Maybe he is. And I saw Dan Orlovsky. He did a video that was on Twitter, and he went through each drive and was saying, all right, first down, run into the line. Second down, run into the line. Guess what's coming on 3rd and 8? They're going to try to throw the ball, so they send a blitz. And, the routes that they're running are these predictable routes. They know what's coming. And then you're punting. When they had the ball, when they stopped them on 4th and goal, and they had it at the half-yard line, why are you running 2 tush pushes to then get it to 3rd and 7 or 3rd and 6? Is this the first time ever that a team is lining up inside the 1-yard line? Remember Randall Cunningham in Buffalo?
Yeah.
In the shotgun? How about you line up in the shotgun and you try – I know you're trying to avoid a safety, but you gave them the ball right back in to drive down and score.
Totally. And you've got a wide receiver in A.J. Brown that, to me, is like you're begging for a defensive pass interference. Just throw the ball up to the guy.
Give him a chance.
Now, I know the referees were bad, too, in that game.
They weren't great.
That head ref is terrible.
But Buffalo it was a fluky pass interference. It was two catches. One actually wasn't a catch, and if they would have seen the replay early enough, they would have challenged it and it would have been a catch. But they had a couple fluky catches that were really close. They had the pass interference, which should have been called. There were pass interferences that should have been called on Buffalo that weren't on the Eagles. Bad job with the refs, but that defense, literally, you can win a championship with that defense. We saw them do it last year.
Yeah.
Defense was great in Buffalo against the Bills. And they
didn't have Nakobe Dean.
And they didn't have Nakobe Dean. John Campbell had a great game. Yeah. That is a great defense. When you have coaching like that, that's going to lose it. They're going to lose. And you know what? This is on Howie Roseman because they had an opportunity to step in and do something about it, and they didn't. And they rode with Patullo. And if they lose in the playoffs, Harry, this goes on Sirianni. It goes on Howie Roseman. Patullo's cooked. Unless they go to the Super Bowl, he's
absolutely
gone. 610-632-0975. We have text line. We have phone line. 610-632-0975. I have something on Sirianni and his behavior leaving the field that I'm going to launch into. Also, Sal Powell was on Get Up this morning, and he said he believes the fix to the Eagles' offense might be more Nick Sirianni. We'll play that for you coming up next. Middays with Marks and Harry, 97.5 The Fanatic.
game. He needs to get more involved in play calling in the second half in that game. If they get a little bit more creative, Dallas Goedert over the middle, swing passes to Saquon Barkley, get the ball out of Jalen Hurts' hands much more quickly. This team has a championship-level defense. They're going to go far in the playoffs if they can just figure it out offensively.
Yeah, Sal Powell this morning on ESPN, and he's correct. We're back second half. 5 plays, 13 yards. 3 plays, 0 yards. 3 plays, 2 yards. 3 plays, 4 yards. 3 plays, minus 2 yards. It's almost impossible. Literally, it's almost impossible.
I can't explain it. We've been trying to explain this all season.
Yep.
You know, it's mind-boggling.
Like you had said, how about? And I actually saw them do this. Maybe it was the first half. Line Saquon Barkley and Tank Bigsby up in the backfield at the same time.
Yeah.
Then put them both in motion and now have 5 wide. Give them a different look. Give the defense a different look. They know it's coming. It's clear they know it's coming.
Now, we did see some motions and some different formations and some under center of,
He was under center
plays.
quite a bit, yes.
And they had some success when he was under center.
You know what? You know what it is? It's like we yell about something for weeks and they finally do it, and then they're like, okay, we're good now. We don't have to do anything different.
Right. We found something that works. Well, let's go away from it.
So in 2 weeks they'll try something different. But what Sal said about Sirianni, yeah, you think Andy Reid, if Andy Reid's not calling plays, let's say these Matt Nagy saying,
Right.
Matt Nagy, you can call plays, whatever. You think Andy Reid's just sitting there twiddling his thumbs when the team is going 3 and out and 3 and out?
No, sir.
Of course not.
No, sir.
Take over for a drive. The head coach is allowed to take over without telling the media. He is. You don't have to tell everybody I'm demoting him because I'm taking play calling. Just do it for a series.
Just do it.
I'm the dumbest coach in the world.
He doesn't have to ask for forgiveness or permission.
He doesn't. He doesn't need our permission.
You don't need my permission. Go do it, Coach. Instead of yelling at the fans.
Oh my God, we'll get to that because I want to take a phone call here. First play of the second half. Saquon Barkley up the middle, 5 yards. Saquon Barkley up the middle for 10 yards. Ooh, good. I remember that 10-yard run. It's like now you're feeling good. Jalen Hurts incomplete. Saquon Barkley minus 2 yards. Jalen Hurts incomplete. All right, no big deal. 3 and out. Jalen Hurts incomplete. Jalen Hurts deep right to Devontae. That was where he caught it, but they ruled it incomplete on the
because the ball moved. It's the dumbest rule in football.
I thought he caught it.
He totally caught it. I mean, I love how, and even the announcers, follow suit and say, well, he lost possession. He didn't lose possession.
Well, it's 'cause
the ball, moved a half an inch.
He had the ball.
Yes.
Dean Blandino comes in, and then he decides, and then everybody's like, oh, yeah, Dean's right. Like, shut up, Dean.
Yeah, shut up.
Right, Ray?
Shut up, Dean.
And then you go Jalen Hurts shotgun incomplete. 3 plays, 2 yards. Jalen Hurts up the middle for 2 yards. Was that a scramble? That would have been a scramble.
Probably.
Saquon Barkley for 2 yards. Now it's third and 6. Jalen Hurts sacked. Now you go to the fourth quarter. 3 plays, 4 yards. Saquon Barkley 3 yards. Saquon Barkley 1 yard. Jalen Hurts incomplete. Run, pass.
And all those short yardage results from Saquon or get caught in the backfield. There is somebody on the defensive front in the backfield by the time he gets the football.
Correct.
It's unbelievable, the offensive line breakdown.
Cam Jurgens can't block anybody.
Oh, but he's going to the Pro Bowl.
Which is unbelievable.
How in the world did that happen?
But it's also a lot of those runs are the inside zone, which means that if Cam Jurgens is struggling with blocking, guess who's going to be in Saquon's face every time?
Right. A tackle.
Yeah, a tackle, which is what's happening.
Yes.
So it's predictable. Nothing they're doing is like when you're struggling to move the ball, when you're struggling in the running game, why not try an end around? Why not try something different, something creative? And this is where I think you can say they're comfortable with being conservative because they're saying, oh, we're up 13-0. Right. It's the fourth quarter. Yeah. Why would we take a chance?
Vic's crew will win this game for us.
And they did.
They did. Yep.
Let's go to Rudy. Rudy's from Center City. Rudy, what's up? Good morning.
Oh, Rudy. Hey, good morning, guys.
What's up, Rudy?
My call. Sorry about. Hey, guys. So, to your topic about this conversation, the way I see it is, this is a big slap in the face to our defense right now. Our defense, these last couple of years, they're playing at a historic level right now in terms of the points and the yardage allowed. And it just frustrates me that I just don't think Kevin Patullo and Nick Sirianni really realize that we have something special on the defensive side of the ball, and we just cannot play complementary football on the offensive side. Like, we cannot – like, our defense is bailing us out. You know, our special teams, with the Carter blocks and, against the Rams and the Bills, our special teams and our defense, for the most part, are just bailing us out. And the fact that Patullo and Nick Sirianni cannot take advantage of these situations, take advantage of what we have going on that side of the ball. On the offensive side of the ball, I think it's just like one of the most frustrating aspects of this team right now.
It is. And you know what, Rudy? I think the question most Eagles fans has, well, how do you fix it? Is it something that's going to be fixed? Because you would have to believe, to be Sean Brace and to be happy about the win, like, it's one thing to be, I was happy they won the game. They have a shot at the number 2 seed.
Yeah.
It was great. They got the win.
They kept all that alive.
They did. Yeah. But to be truly happy and positive stepping in here yesterday or today, you'd have to believe that what we saw yesterday is not going to affect them in the playoffs. I find it hard to believe that it's not going to affect them.
It's been affecting them all season.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, can you just flip a switch because it's a playoff game?
Want to make Kevin Patullo a good play caller?
Yeah, and to me, he's even inconsequential. This is on the head coach.
Agreed.
This is his baby.
Well, now he has to take care of it.
Right.
In a debate.
Yep. Did he not have his notes? Was that the problem?
That's in my notes.
Right. He didn't have his notes. It was raining. Maybe the notes were on the Rich Kotite, laminated.
In his defense, they've played some really bad weather games.
They have
against Green Bay, Detroit. There's been a lot of wind, a lot of rain. Maybe if we just get like nice 50-degree weather on a Sunday in January, everything will be fine.
So much good.
Yeah, you're right. They need a dome.
Yeah, right. But maybe this is all the plea for the dome for Jeffrey Lurie.
Awesome. Yeah. Meanwhile, I'm watching other teams in the NFC, like the Niners, look like they're primed and ready to go.
Purdy's out there doing the Dougie. I mean,
how good has he looked?
Well,
and I know no one wants to give him credit. I know no one wants to give him credit
because he's a twerp. He's a twerp.
He's dealing.
He is,
and he doesn't have any wide receivers on that team.
You know what? That coach could win with Ray at quarterback. He could go win a game.
As long as it's not the playoffs. He's come up strong in the playoffs.
He has. He's a great regular season coach. You're right.
Good play caller.
He could win with any quarterback, though.
I'm a big moment quarterback.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah. And I wouldn't care about Week 13.
How's your boy doing?
Hurt. Yeah. What do you want from me?
I mean, what happened?
Got concussed. What do you want from that?
Yeah.
His head's rattling around.
I was just beginning to buy in.
You were just beginning to buy in? That's a lie. You were never buying in. I know you. You're not going to spend any time on Love Island.
You know what the sad thing is? The Eagles have a real chance to play the Packers in the first round.
Yeah.
Because the Bears are only 2.5-point favorites on the Lions at home.
Is that it?
Yep.
What are they thinking the Bears don't care about this game?
Dan Campbell's going to do it for us.
They're thinking that the Lions are going to show up their best on a game that doesn't matter for them. This is a Dan Campbell special to play spoiler.
Wow. Kneecaps will be bitten. We're going to get it.
Because Goff looked about as bad as he could look since we were last together.
I think the Bears lose. The Eagles get the Packers in the first round, and they're cooked. They have so many injuries or whatever. The sad thing about it is Ray won't root for the Packers in the game.
Well, of course not.
Well, I know, but he won't. You have to finish the bit. You have to do. You're on the radio. The whole bit is you're a Jordan Love fan. How can you root for the Eagles and not root for Jordan Love to win?
It's 25 years of my life, John, versus 2 years of Jordan Love being a starter.
He doesn't care about the bit.
That's what I'm saying. It's disappointing.
Yeah, I agree.
Let's ask the YouTube chat, if the Eagles do face the Packers, shouldn't Ray root for the Packers to win?
He should get a jersey.
They really should. Yeah. I mean, you're anti-Brandon Graham, so why not root for the Packers?
I've got the Brandon Graham jersey.
But you're anti-Brandon Graham.
No, I'm not.
Ray should have to root for the Packers.
He should.
It's like it's your whole thing. It's been your whole thing that preceded this show.
If Jordan Love sends me a personalized message, I'll root for the Packers.
But this Jordan Love thing's been going on a while for you.
A very long time.
Okay,
predates me being at the station.
You loved him at Utah State, I bet.
Yeah, I wanted him coming out of the draft.
And now they're going to play in the playoffs, and you're not going to root for him.
Right, because I grew up an Eagles fan.
610-632-0975. 610-632. You know what I would do, all right? You got to pay it off, Ray.
John's about the bit.
I'm about the bit. It's all about the bit. 610-632-0975. Keith saying that we don't know what we're talking about? Is that what it is? Well, we'll talk to Keith and Sharon Hill, who said non-football people talking football. You guys don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
We'll talk to Keith coming up next. Herb's also on the line. Also, Nick Sirianni fired up in the tunnel, screaming his way to the locker room. We'll play it and react to that. I got something for it. That's next. Middays with Marks, 97.5 The Fanatic.
Now on 97.5 The Fanatic Sports Update.
To sit or not, I'm Ray done with this Fanatic Sports Update. The Eagles still have a chance at the number 2 seed. They need the Lions to beat the Bears. They need a win over the Commanders. So the question this week, should the Eagles be playing their starters in Week 18 against the Commanders? Nick Sirianni was asked about it yesterday a number of times during his media availability. Here's his thoughts on trying to get that 2 seed.
There's still things up in the air as far as seeding goes, right? I mean, it's pretty similar to where we were last week. We'll end up doing what we think's the best for the team, and we're still thinking through that. That's not a decision I have to make today.
Not a decision he has to make today, tomorrow, but he has to make it by Sunday as the Birds have the Commanders in Week 18 to close out the regular season. We'll talk to Jeff Mosher coming up at 12:55 about everything going on with the Birds. 76ers have the Grizzlies tonight at 8 o'clock. You can listen to the game right here on the Fanatic. Pre-game coverage beginning at 7:50. Flyers have the Canucks at 10 o'clock tonight. That game over on WMMR. This update is brought to you by Super Sure. Do you own a small business? You need to hear the seismic shift is coming. It's time to get Super Sure. Not kind of sure, not pretty sure, but Super Sure coming soon. I'm Ray Dunn, your home for the Sixers Flyers, the best Birds talk in town. 97.5 The Fanatic and 97.5 The Fanatic Talk.
and Ray Dunn and the YouTube. All right. What's going on in the YouTube chat today? A lot of people tuned in there, Raymond.
Yeah, they're telling me I got to pick a team. I have picked a team. I picked a team 25 years ago. I don't understand what this is all about.
And they wear green.
They do wear green. Yeah, you're right about that.
But Ray, you can. I personally won't say you're not an Eagle fan. So, but you do have to pay off the bid. That's all I'm saying.
You won't say it.
No, that's all I'm saying. No, but
I won't be able to walk down Center City anymore because people be like, oh, look, there's the Packers fan on Sports Talk Radio around here.
No, you're a Love fan.
back in the day,
Nobody gets context these days, Harry.
Come on.
back in the day, the Steve and Mike show, Mike Missinelli and Steve Fredericks. Steve Fredericks was known as Ranger Boy. It was clearly a radio bit. If the Flyers beat the Rangers, Steve had to dance with the goalie mask over his genitals at Engine 46 Steakhouse or Philly Rock, wherever they were down on.
See, now that was back when radio was radio.
Right.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
so
back when
Right.
yeah, back. So I'm not asking you to dance naked on a table. I'm just saying. So Steve paid off the bit.
Yeah, I'm not asking you to run across Oregon Avenue naked.
Like
like
Harry
some
did.
idiot
appreciate
did.
that. Yeah,
Right.
thank you.
Right.
Everyone appreciates you for that.
Yes.
Right. See, Harry paid off the bit. I got a tattoo on a permanent tattoo on my freaking back in Nick Falls.
You think he wanted that?
No, I didn't. Right? Oh, I'm asking you if they play the Packers, is a root for the Packers.
Why?
We just answered the question why you're paying off a bit.
Yeah.
I
All
would
right.
root for against everyone here. I'd root for the misery of so many people.
See, Ray's not committed.
You know
He's
what?
not committed.
You know what, Harry?
It's all about commitment.
This is supposed to be the show you trust.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
But is the YouTube chat, is the question up there whether or not Ray should have. See, you can say you're not rooting for the Packers. We can just say that's not true. And
Well,
you are
that's the
rooting for
problem.
Packers.
That's really
Right.
the issue with the matchup.
Yeah.
It's almost I don't want them to get the 2 seed because I don't want a week of programming where it's not just this show. It's every show that's going to be like,
Right.
well,
'Cause-
you got to remember,
yeah.
Ray's a Love fan, so he might be rooting for the Pack.
Because Colarulo wouldn't jump all over that.
No.
No, not his style.
No, not yeah. He wouldn't want to root on my downfall. No shot.
All right, we'll play the Sirianni thing coming up here, but I want to get to Keith
Yes.
calling from Sharon Hill, Pennsylvania. Keith, good morning. How are you?
Good morning. I'm doing great.
What's up?
Delco, baby. Let's do it.
All right, let's do it.
Listen, man. Didn't I tell y'all to relax a couple weeks ago?
You did. Keith's a big fan of the program. We appreciate Keith. But you said to relax. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, we relaxed.
And what do offenses not want another team to have on their offense?
What,
Points?
tape?
First down?
Exactly. And what's going to happen? Playoffs, right? And you know what's so crazy? Mark, did you literally just say winning is not everything, man? Did you say that?
When?
That's a violation.
When? Talking about Ray?
Just now, you just said winning is not. A couple minutes ago, right before I called, you said winning's not everything. We need to see something else. I almost crashed.
I don't know what the
The fact that just winning that game.
Yeah, it's but see, like the point of it is, Keith, that like you think that Kaiser Soze is running the Eagles' offense. He's not. You got Dumb and Dumber running the offense right now, and you go into a playoff and you play some of these other teams. Guess what's going to happen? You're not going to be relaxing. You're going to be not calling because you're going to be like, oh my God, I was so wrong, right? Like you feel comfortable. You feel comfortable with this offense going into the playoffs?
Yep.
You
I
okay?
saw what they did in 2 Super Bowls. That's the only evidence I need is seeing what they did in 2 Super Bowls. I'm comfortable.
Who was
It
calling the
don't- I
play?
don't
Who
really
was
care
calling
right
the plays
now. It
in
ain't
those
the
Super Bowls?
right
Yeah, a lot of different coaching.
Who was calling the plays?
Sirianni was there, wasn't he?
Was he calling plays? No, Sirianni. They actually took the job away from him because he was so
Can
bad
I
at
say
it.
something too? Because I'm getting tired of hearing all this too about Kevin Patullo. It ain't Kevin Patullo's fault, man. He ain't the only one got a hand in the pot calling these plays.
No, I agree.
That was
To me,
all
I agree.
To me, he's
coaching staff.
inconsequential. It's on Sirianni and Jalen
No,
Hurts.
I mean, I think a couple weeks ago, if there's anybody, and I appreciate it, Keith, and Ray can attest to this. If there was anybody that was screaming and yelling, I had enough to hear about Kevin Patullo, it was me.
Yeah.
But after a game like that, Harry, you're right. This is now on the head coach.
Yes.
He's not Sean McDermott. He's not a defensive head coach. He's an offensive head coach. For him not to be
coach in the world.
For him not to be more involved after what has happened this year.
Yeah.
This is the story of the season. Is this?
And I think he is more involved in these last couple of weeks. But the problem is he has to get more involved.
Does he fall asleep during the game?
Yeah.
And that's in my notes.
I mean, the
Didn't have
fact
his notes.
that you could be watching that game, our last caller was relaxed watching the second half of that game.
The difference is, he said, well, I've seen 2 Super Bowls. Shane Steichen was calling plays in one Super Bowl,
Right.
and Kellen Moore was calling plays in the other Super Bowl.
Both head coaches.
Both head coaches, and both experienced play callers. Patullo has no experience, and that's fine. Here's another thing that was happening in those Super Bowls: excellent offensive line play,
Yes.
which you're not getting.
No.
And that's not. And that's where it's even more important that you have a staff that knows what the hell they're doing to coach around
Around it if you can. But that was the hallmark of their team. You talk about the identity. It really was the offensive line. And that's why this year it's been the defense, because the O-line is just in shambles.
Yeah, Jalen forget about the running game. Jalen did such a great job. He should have been sacked how many times in the game?
It was amazing. That's one of the things I said on my post-game show. I'm like, everybody's going to say that Jalen Hurts didn't play well. Well, he played magnificently in the pocket to avoid being sacked and to avoid a safety and just to get rid of the ball. It really was.
Yeah, it was. I like Jalen Hurts is fine. I have no issue.
No.
The offensive line. The offensive line isn't very good.
He could be better, but he's
Sure.
not the he wasn't the problem.
But what's the throws he missed in the second half? Where did he have an opportunity? We mentioned the one throw to Devontae, which was a good throw. There was another one that I think it hit AJ in the hands.
Yeah, he had a couple throws that went through receivers' hands.
Where they were good throws.
They were great throws.
Yeah.
No, I didn't walk out of that game at all thinking, wow, Hurts was a big issue.
What did you walk away saying?
Wow, the coaching stinks. The offensive line stinks.
Yeah, what are they doing? You got to coach around him. Any good coach says, okay, Cam Jurgens is really struggling right now. By the way, Ray, everybody laughed at us for our Toth MVP thing.
Dude, he should be a Pro Bowler.
Hey,
all it takes
should
is
be
being
the
the
Pro
Eagles
Bowler.
center. That's what gets you to a Pro Bowl.
Jurgens is the Pro Bowler.
That's what I'm saying. Send Toth.
Toth's the MVP. 610-632-0975. Grant has a great comment coming up. Joe, Herb, and your phone call, 610-632-0975. And we'll play the Nick Sirianni screaming in the tunnel again because my head's going to explode. Middays with Marks, 97.5 The Fanatic.
Hey, everybody, it's Bill Colarulo.
Because I was over at my in-laws. I was my brother-in-law Peter and Adam, and we were like, what do they do? Because you could see it in slow motion. They go down and they score a touchdown, and then it's like, okay, they're going to get the ball back. They're going to go down and score a touchdown. Do they go for 2 or do they kick the extra point? Yeah. I would have kicked the extra point every time.
You would have?
The Eagles didn't have a completion in the second half.
I know. I just think he didn't want to have to extend his guys any longer in that weather, knowing that the playoffs are right around the corner. I just thought he's like, let's win it now. And the play was there to be made. I cannot believe that he threw the ball like that poorly on that play. That Shakir was wide open. Wide open.
No, you know what? From that perspective, you're right.
Yeah.
I was just, if it would have been me, the momentum was in the Bills' favor. Give me another 10 minutes against the Eagles, and we're going to win.
I hate kickers. I do. I just can't stand kickers.
Jake Elliott wasn't bad, right?
Yeah, he actually kicked okay.
Jake the Bake Man, we're back.
Are we back?
Yeah, we're back.
We don't have a problem anymore.
Yeah, well, I don't
still have a
care.
problem.
I don't care. I hate kickers.
Yeah, it'd be like, at what point do they just get rid of them?
It'd be fine by me. Let's just go for 2 all the time.
Right?
Works for me.
Yeah.
More entertaining that way.
Yeah, exactly.
And then, like, when you play backyard football, there's no kickoff or anything like that. You just start at the 25. Just give them the ball at the 25.
And have a guy for kickoffs that doesn't count against your roster spot. And just utilize him to kick off. Our punter is fantastic. I love him. That guy is a weapon and was instrumental in changing field position multiple times in that game.
Well, and the one play, I forget who it was on the Eagles, stepped on the goal line.
Oh,
Otherwise, that
it was
ball.
lot 2, I think.
He didn't even have to touch it. The ball just stopped right there.
It was like one of my wedge shots.
But that's why you should be able to find a kicker and a punter that are great without giving up draft picks or signing them the big money contracts to start or whatever. Yeah. I agree with you. So anyway, like, they get the win. I am so mad after, like, they won, but I'm so mad because it's like, you know what? Like, you guys are, Nick, you are so lucky. I'm so tired of seeing this crap where the offense disappears because you guys are so clueless. So clueless. This isn't the first time. It's not the second time. This is a theme. When we look back at the regular season, 2025 Philadelphia Eagles, Harry, what's the headline? Great defense, offense is incapable.
Inept at times.
Patullo, Sirianni. So after the game, I'm happy to have the win. The Eagles players are walking up the tunnel. John Clark's filming. Here's Nick Sirianni.
Love this.
And he walks past A.J. Brown. How would you describe A.J. Brown's look that he gave him?
Get away from me, you lunatic.
He's like, what?
So we know he loves yelling at the fans.
Yeah.
The fans, I guess, yell at him. And no players are yelling at the fans like that. The head coach is.
Yeah.
And then he says, I love this bleep.
Yeah. Now, let me throw out an idea here. Isn't the HBO crew there still for this game?
Yeah, I'm assuming.
Is he playing to the camera with the I love
No.
this stuff? Yeah.
I don't think he is.
You don't think so?
He's always playing to a camera. He knows he's being filmed at this point, coming up the time.
Well, if I knew I was being filmed, I wouldn't say anything. Because you know what?
Not
Ray?
after that performance.
You know what? You know how I'm coming up the tunnel? How every other head coach in the NFL is coming up the tunnel. Tail between the legs. Thank God you get a win. And you can be happy about the win. It's not easy to win games in the NFL. Right. I get it. That defense carried them. As an offensive head coach that should have his hands involved in everything going on with the offense, I would frankly be embarrassed, and I'd be apologizing to the freaking defense. Yeah. I'd be up at the podium saying, you know what, like, great win, defense really carried us again. We got a couple weeks. We got to figure this out. What happened? And put it on yourself.
It's on me.
On me.
Remember how Andy Reid would do that all the time, right? How about you do that?
Right. For one time. Just one time, put it on you. And so he was acting like he was at, where did he go to college?
Mount Union.
Mount Union.
He was at Mount Union, and he seems like a guy that would be in a fraternity.
I was in a fraternity.
I know you were. You seem like a guy that'd be in a fraternity. Ray, not so much. But he's coming off the field after SIGEP or whatever meathead fraternity he's in just won the championship for Greek Week.
Uh-huh.
And he's running off the field yelling and enjoying it because now he's going to go back and do keg stands and everything else.
Yes.
This isn't Greek life in Mount Union College. This is the NFL, and you're the head coach of the Philadelphia Eagles. You should be embarrassed by your offense's performance, not because of the players, because of you. And to go off the field, you love this bleep, and yelling at the fans, the sophomoric fraternity brother stuff, Harry, one of the reasons we often have asked this, like, why is there a lack of connection with Nick Sirianni? Because there is. There's people that support him, but there isn't that connection where people are like, I think he's a great head coach. People don't really want to give him credit because they're like, well, what does he do and everything. It's that.
I don't know what he does, but he wins games.
He does.
At an alarming rate.
Hell yeah.
And he deserves credit for all of that, for all of it.
So much good.
I'm very conflicted with the whole thing.
Part of the reason why there's a lack of connection with the fans and Nick Sirianni is that.
Yeah. Well,
he's an idiot.
Yeah.
That's idiotic behavior.
I can't embrace that. But the guy wins games.
He wins games, man. If it's working for him, God bless him. God bless him.
At the risk of sounding like an apologist here, because I don't like it either, but I'm trying to see why he would act the way he acts.
Because that's him.
It's him, but you think about the number of miserable personalities that they have, like people that will be just miserable after that game. It almost seems like that's the beginning of his, hey, guys, remember, we won the football game. Got to have fun. Got to love this thing. Like, hey, remember, it's a win. It's a win. It's almost like leading into him going to the locker room and being like, that's a big win for us. Don't you forget that. Because after that second half, I can't imagine Hurts is too happy. I can't imagine Barkley's too happy. You can see A.J. Brown's not too happy.
Yeah, and most
Devontae's
coaches wouldn't be happy.
But I think he's trying to bring joy to a group that I think has gotten kind of bored with the big regular season wins.
I don't think that's it at all.
Wow.
I think he's legitimately he's like a dumb kid on Christmas that's just so happy that he's got presents and he's running off the field. I mean, really, Nick Sirianni has done a fantastic job. He deserves all the credit for what the Eagles have done. The lack of connection with the fans is that. Is there no self-awareness?
I don't think he cares about connection though either. He cares about connecting with his players.
I don't think he knows.
Yeah.
I don't really think there. I think there's a wire that's loose. After they won the NFC East, I love that he was pumped up about that, and he should be. That's an accomplishment to win 2 straight NFC
Absolutely.
East, even though it was a struggle.
What since 2004?
The first time.
Yeah.
I saw some people talked about, like, why is he acting like that? You're trying to win the Super Bowl. Sometimes you need to take the wins, man. You don't get a lot of wins in life. You have to celebrate them. And I thought that was great that he did that.
Okay, don't worry about it. Enjoy the win, man.
Yeah,
all right.
That was awesome.
But that enjoy the win. They got to win, but no one should be feeling great after that win.
Yeah.
Nobody. The players shouldn't, the coaches shouldn't. And it's okay to be like, hey, keep in mind we did find a way to win the game. But man, you got to be burning up inside that it got to that. 13-0 lead going into the fourth quarter, and you don't have a completion in the second half?
See, that would have been funny if he ran up the tunnel and imitated Andy Reid. That would have connected with him.
Hey, don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. Enjoy
Exactly.
the win,
Looked right in the camera and told John Clark, hey, don't worry about it, man. Enjoy the win.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
And that's in my notes.
That would have been great. See, you're laughing. I would have laughed out loud.
I'm the smartest coach in the world.
I'm laughing because honestly I think there's a lot of eye rolling that goes on with a lot of this stuff.
Oh yeah, totally. Yeah.
But it's working.
It's
We
working.
all fertilize.
You know, I think AJ Brown was eye rolling as he was coming up the tunnel.
AJ shot him a very annoyed look.
Like, dude, I didn't catch a ball in the second half.
But why is he yelling at the fans? Why are you yelling at
I
the
think he's
fans?
just
Why is
yelling.
he preoccupied with the fans?
I think he's
seen
just
this
yelling.
multiple times. You had the Frank Reich revenge game where he's running off the field.
This is for Frank.
It's like crying on the podium because there
Yeah.
was a Frank Reich revenge game, who, by the way, has failed everywhere he's been since he left Philadelphia.
But not if he came back as the offensive coordinator here.
Yeah, what happened to him coming back as the consultant?
Yeah.
Huh?
He said no. Maybe
He's busy.
next year.
You know, Stanford football's got to be.
No, he's
Really
out of there
fire him
now.
up. Oh,
he's out.
He's out.
Yeah, he'll be back.
He was just an interim guy.
He'll be back next year.
Andrew Luck put him in there just to kind of
Yeah.
hold
Weather the storm.
Yeah,
A guy that
exactly.
understands
Yeah.
Frank Reich's value to a football team.
He'll be back next year, I'm sure. Maybe Frank should just retire with his millions that he's made.
Hey, I would.
We both know what we would be doing.
Yes.
610-632-0975. Grant, Joe, Herb, we appreciate you hold. Nick Sirianni was asked multiple times yesterday about playing his starters in Week 18. Will they? This is a really interesting discussion. We'll talk about that coming up next. Middays with Marks, 97.5 The Fanatic.
Now on 97.5 The Fanatic Sports Update.
Will they play? I'm Ray Dunn. This Fanatic Sports Update is brought to you by Morgenstern Hair Restorations. Great teams stick together, and so does great hair. Morgenstern Hair Restoration. Championship results. Visit morgensternhair.com or call 610-980-4000. Eagles still have a chance at the number 2 seed. If the Lions beat the Bears and the Eagles win Week 18, they can grab that 2nd seed, which would lock them into a matchup with the Packers. Question is, will they play their starters and try to compete for that win against the Commanders in Week 18? Nick Sirianni was asked about that multiple times yesterday at his presser. Here's Sirianni talking about going for the 2nd seed.
There's still things up in the air as far as seeding goes, right? I mean, it's pretty similar to where we were last week. We'll end up doing what we think's the best for the team, and we're still thinking through that. That's not a decision I have to make today.
Still thinking through it. We'll see what they end up doing. We'll talk to Jeff Mosher about the Birds coming up at 12:55. 76ers have the Grizzlies tonight at 8 o'clock. You can listen to the game right here on the Fanatic. Pre-game coverage beginning at 7:50. Flyers have the Canucks tonight at 10 o'clock. You can listen to that game on WMMR. This update's also brought to you by Super Shirt. You own a small business? You need to hear the seismic shift is coming. It's time to get Super Shirt. Not kind of sure, not pretty sure, but Super Shirt coming soon. I'm Ray on your home for the Sixers, Flyers, and the best Birds talk in town. 97.5 The Fanatic and 97.5thefanatic.com.
were last week. We'll end up doing what we think's the best for the team, and we're still thinking through that. That's not a decision I have to make today.
Nick Sirianni talking about big question now of what the Eagles do in Week 18. We are back middays with Marks and Harry Mays and Ray Dunn. Hope everybody had a great holiday, great Christmas. As we have New Year's Eve tomorrow, we'll be on, and then we're off on today's your last day, right?
Last day of the year for me.
Oh,
I'm done.
nice.
I got a weekend in the middle of the week. coming up.
Nice.
There you go. All right.
Yeah.
So,
Now, you went tubing yesterday.
I went snow tubing
How about that?
at Blue Mountain.
Ooh, that sounds fun.
That actually sounded fun when you were describing it.
It was fun.
Yeah.
It was fun. It was pouring rain. They give you a window of 2 hours, so you buy a ticket for 2 hours. We were 11 a.m. to 1 p.m.
Okay.
And it rained, and I looked at the forecast, and the forecast was it's supposed to stop raining around 11 o'clock. It stopped raining at 10:52, and the sun actually came out. It was in the 40s. It scared almost everybody away, so
Right.
there was nobody there.
Yesterday morning was awful.
Awful. So we had for the first 90 minutes we were there wasn't a lot of people. We didn't wait.
It was like a private party.
Man, it was awesome. We had a great time.
How did they run you out of there at 1 o'clock? Like, how do they patrol
So
them?
you have to go through this gate to get up on there's like a at the airport how you have one of those walking things where you get on. It's like an escalator that just goes straight. They have one of them that takes you up the hill with your tube.
Okay.
So to get to that, you have to get through a gate and you have to scan your ticket.
So that scan won't work.
Correct.
That's slick.
The 2-hour thing is too short.
It's not.
It is.
You've done it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Not one for me, that's for sure.
Well, if you had no one there.
You're probably drinking.
Oh, no. Well, you gotta get there. Like, what am I? Come on. About that.
You're drinking and smoking, and after a while,
No, you can't smoke around
drugs, meth.
But the 2 hours, if there's a crowd there, you only get up there like 3 or 4 times.
So we actually didn't go last year, but the year before, we got like 5 or 6 runs in. It's true. Yeah, we got 5 or 6 runs in 2 hours.
How
because
long's the run? Like, what's it take you to get down?
30 seconds.
That's it?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So it takes a while to get up, and then if you're 5, have you done Blue Mountain?
I don't know if it was Blue Mountain. I forget what it was. I went last winter.
So there's like, if you're like, say, 5 deep, which is what we were a couple years ago, you're waiting 20 minutes to do a run.
Okay.
Because even though the run's 30 seconds down, now you got to clear out everybody that went, and there's probably 10 lanes that go. So now they have to get their tube, and they got to waddle off. The whole thing has to be clear.
Right.
So it probably takes 5 minutes
And
to
people
run.
are really slow, especially in the snow with all the heavy clothing.
And you get a
on.
lot of kids,
Yeah.
and they're swobbling all over the place.
Got to gather them.
Right.
And then everyone's waiting for their kid to come, and they're chasing their kid.
Right.
And it
Right.
becomes a real hassle. Only 2 hours is not enough.
I would probably not like it.
No.
Yeah.
You would like it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You think?
The way he said it actually sounded fun when you said you went snow tubing means that he heard it, was like, ooh, that sounds terrible.
No.
But I'm glad you had a good time doing it.
It was warm.
Yeah.
It was not busy. And
Well, that I'd like.
it
No
was
people.
great.
Yeah, exactly.
The sun came out for a little bit. You would have had fun.
All right.
No, but Ray, I have a 4-year-old. After 90 minutes, she's like, I've had enough. I want to go in.
That's fair. The group I was with was like, we didn't get our money's worth on this one.
Right.
Yeah, the kid's not worried about that.
Right. And my oldest would have continued to do it for another hour or two. And my middle girl was like, yeah, I'm fine with going in now.
She was good.
Yeah, she was good with it. We got a lot of runs in, man.
We only got like 4. And
Yeah.
like I was okay with going home because I'll be honest with you, Mountain Weekend, didn't really go up there for the snow tubing. I went up there more for just being
Right.
away and
Yeah,
you know,
for the
hanging out.
party.
Yeah. So I was okay with only 2 hours, but I left there like, man, we paid money for this.
I can
and
see-
I only got 4 runs in here.
I can see you needing another hour or two.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know, I'm kind of like a dog. I need to run around. I need to get the energy out.
And
And I
I
didn't
look-
get a chance.
I looked at as we were leaving it, like,
kind of like a dog.
you are. It's actually accurate. But as we were leaving, I looked at the ski lines and completely mobbed. And again, this is around 2 o'clock, so we ate lunch afterwards. But a ton. Any day, any weekend that you try to go skiing, you're going to be waiting in line a lot if you're going skiing. So it's no different with this. But the rain kept everybody away, so it was good. Yeah, it was good. We had a lot of fun. All right, well, back to what Sirianni was talking about. Harry, what would you do? Bears lose. Bears are only 2.5-point home favorites against Detroit. So that game very much.
That's crazy to me.
And the NFL's able to set it up to where both teams are playing at the same time. So
Right.
you're not going to know. It's smart by the NFL, of course.
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to go in very much with the number 2 seed right there.
There's actually a lot of meaningful games on a Week 18 this year, which is
Awesome.
good.
Yeah, it's awesome.
I would probably play Tanner McKee.
So you would not play Jalen Hurts.
I think they can win the game with Tanner McKee just fine. And then I want to see him throw up 30-some points.
That's my worry.
30-some points, and the offense runs smooth. Dotson goes crazy. Calcaterra has a big
We've never
day.
seen the offense look so smooth.
Tank Bigsby's running wild.
So let's put our second team offense in for the first playoff game.
Yeah, that's what I want.
I would be monitoring what happens in the Bears game, and I would play my starters. If guys are injured or it's like they don't play, I'm not going to put a makeshift offensive line in there with
Toth playing?
Well, I mean, you're better off with Toth playing. Yeah, give Cam the week off.
That's right. Get under center, guys.
But for the most part, I'm playing my starters because you have a chance for the number 2 seed. And honestly, playing the Packers or playing the Rams or the Niners is a big difference and a big deal. If you're the number 3 seed, you're playing one of those 2 teams.
Right.
Or even the Seahawks at
Yeah, the Seahawks don't have number 1 locked.
they don't.
No.
They don't, but they can't be 6.
Okay.
I don't believe the Seahawks can be 6,
I think
but
they
the
can be
Rams
5.
Yeah, they can be 5.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm playing for the number 2 seed because I want to play the Packers. I do not want to play the Rams even with the Rams losing last night.
No, that doesn't influence me at all.
At all.
Because their offensive line, they were down a couple of guys. They didn't have Devontae
Stafford was not
Adams.
good last
He was
night.
not good last night. I don't expect that to happen again.
I don't. So you would not start Jalen Hurts.
I would play Tanner.
Ray?
I'm playing them. And I'm going to monitor, like you said, what's happening, but I'm playing them. I'd like to see them get out there, get the win locked up. Hopefully, if it's Josh Johnson on the other side, I'd like to think by halftime that game's over.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, what about them playing well for 2 quarters against that team with that quarterback is going to make you feel any different?
Maybe it's insecurity about just going in there with backups and things not going your way, and you end up losing that game somehow. Maybe I don't have the faith in
You
Tanner
don't have
that everyone
faith in
has.
Tanner
Yeah,
McKee?
maybe that's it.
I have faith they can win the game, but
Absolutely.
I mean, I have faith they can win the game. I do.
What's the spread? Like 12.5?
7.5.
That's it?
It's because they're unsure what the Eagles are going to do.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like this. All right, so who's a potential player that you should sit? Because like I said, I don't need to play everybody. But I also can't have – if you're going to play Jalen Hurts, you can't have him out there with a bunch of second-teamers. That's not a good thing. Who's banged up that shouldn't play?
Middle of your offensive line.
Yeah,
that brings
yeah.
in the question
Your
about the
line?
quarterback.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he was already running for his life with the first teamers.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
Who on defense is banged up that shouldn't play? Dean doesn't play.
Carter, you think he trots back out there for a second consecutive game?
He didn't look unhealthy.
Dude, he looked like a wrecking
Yeah,
machine.
I'm just saying, hey, man, good job. You showed us you're healthy. We also proved we could beat the Commanders without you. You take a week.
How about the sack he had? It looked like he
It
was
was
shot out of a cannon.
It was the Stafford sack last year that saved the Super Bowl
Right,
run,
right.
where he was shot out of a cannon.
Yeah.
He just ran right by the guard. And let me just say this as well while we're talking about Carter. The thumb to the eye, I do not believe was a deliberate thumb to the eye. I think he was trying to slap him in the head.
Yeah, I don't think he was trying to gouge his eye. What is this?
With a thumb. It would have to been pretty, like...
Go hand into helmet.
That was inadvertent.
Right. No, yeah, I think he was trying to smack him in the head, and the thumb got caught up in there.
The old head slap.
Yeah.
He's got the reputation, though, where a guy can say that and it'll at least gain credence or attention.
Well,
of course.
he is a dirty player.
Yeah.
I mean,
He's
I'm fine with
dirty
that.
player.
I don't think he's dirty. I think he plays on the edge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes you cross that line.
Right. And you need that.
I don't think he's trying to hurt people.
He wasn't trying to. He was not. I do not believe he was trying to thumb the guy in the eye.
Maybe he was watching some old NFL films footage of Deacon Jones back in the day when he was off.
You know what happened to an Eagles offensive lineman? It was I think it was Ron Heller.
Oh, poked in the eye, right?
It was Bubba? Was it Bubba McDaniel? He literally gave him the Three Stooges double poke in the eye.
He did,
and got him.
I know he had major eye problems from that.
But it was after that he had to wear the goggles.
Yeah,
he poked him right in the eye.
Wow,
can you imagine that? Let's go to Grant. Back to the phones. Grant is calling from Huntington Valley, Pennsylvania. Grant, how are you? Good morning.
What's up, Grant?
Grant,
good morning, gentlemen. How's it going?
What's up, buddy?
I just got back from a road trip up in Buffalo.
How was
It
that?
was a great atmosphere up there. The game, it was amazing. There was a lot of Eagles fans there. The Buffalo fans were like looking around like, I can't believe our home has been invaded like this. They didn't know what to do. The Bills Mafia was stunned in the first half, especially when, we were doing our EAGLES Eagles chants, and I'm there with my kids. Everyone's just happy.
How miserable was it?
The first half went
How miserable is it? Because it looked cold and rainy. It looked miserable being out there.
It wasn't as it was wet. Okay, that was miserable, but it wasn't that cold. Obviously, if it was cold, that would have been snow. So it was like in the high 30s, 40 degrees. So I actually took my gloves off. Like, it wasn't freezing, which is why it was rain. I would have preferred it if it was snow. We were bundled up for snow, and then we got rain. So, but we were happy to be. I told my kids, like, this game's going to feel a lot better. The drive home is going to be a lot better if we win, right? If we would have lost, the wet, all that, I would have been complaining about it, but I'm not now, right? And what I will say is what I wanted to notice that we do all the time, we did it in the Dallas game, we did it in this game, is that when we get a lead, we go into protect mode. We stop attacking, we stop pressing the advantages that we've exposed, and we go conservative, and instead of being Eagles, we turn into turtles, and we kind of go into our shell and think that we can play the game of protecting the clock and just bleeding it down, and it doesn't work out, especially against good quarterbacks. And that's what happened with Josh Allen. That's what happened with Dak Prescott, that, by doing it this way, and it's the coaching staff's fault. It's Nick Sirianni's fault. They go into this protect mode too soon instead of delivering a knockout blow. Like, one more touchdown, it's almost out of reach. In the Dallas game, we were up 21-0. You go into protect mode, and then when the teams see you, I played football, when teams see you go into that mode, and then they get a couple of plays, they gain momentum, and they start taking more risks, and then they can beat you. And then how many times have we seen it where there's a last-second drive of a team, and we're like, the defense that's been holding now doesn't hold all.
It's only so long they can do it.
Now it's first and goal. Like,
Yep. Great. Appreciate it, man.
You see it a couple times every week in the NFL.
Yep.
The witching hour, or whatever Hansen calls it.
You could see it. You could see it in slow motion. You could see that the Bills scored a touchdown, and it's like, okay, now they have all the momentum.
Yeah.
It happens all the time.
You knew he wasn't going to stop playing.
No. Against, with the Raiders, with Pickett, do you know how hard it is to shut a team out in the NFL? You almost need you need your quarterback to be so bad.
Right.
Minnesota got shut out with whatever that bum backup quarterback is that they have.
Yeah,
Kenny Pickett
number 12, the kid from Minnesota.
Right.
Minnesota Gopher.
Kenny Pickett got shut out. That's when your quarterback literally can't throw the ball. That was not going to happen with Josh Allen. But, there's a difference between being conservative and trying to milk the clock.
Play field position.
Yeah, and just but then when you need it, you need to be able to sustain the drive, either to get points or to keep your defense off the field or to just to chew some clock up. And they're not able to do that. We've seen it too many times this year.
Right.
Way too many times.
It's like when they go into that mode, the turtle mode, as our caller said, then they try to flip the switch. They can't.
Yep. No, they can't. No. And then Patullo looks about as clueless as anything. You said, and again, Nick Sirianni, man, that's where you got to step in. All right, coming up, we talked about it. I firmly believe the Eagles, more or less to me, I'm not playing injured players, but other than that, I'm going all in to win this game. 610-632-0975. But if they are the number 3 seed, who would you like to face? We'll get to that. We have some phone calls in the text line. Middays with Marks, 97.5 The Fanatic.
John Kincade, Andrew Salciunas, and Connor Thomas.
Harry right here.
Oh, yeah. I had tickets to this show. This is back in like 80 or 81. They came to JFK in September. And it was the Tattoo You tour, which is the album that this was the first song on. And I had a cross-country meet the same day. And my folks wouldn't let me blow the meat off to go to the show. So the ticket is still in I still have it in a drawer somewhere.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I'm just shocked you were you and Ray are both cross-country runners.
Yeah, I could run. That's the only thing I could do.
But you ran from the police is what I would.
I could run.
But yeah, you guys.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. So
Yeah.
did you ever see him?
I did see him a couple of times.
Okay.
After that, yeah. But that would have been really cool.
81 in JFK?
I think it was 80. It was either 80 or 81. I want to say 81.
And you still have the ticket?
Yes.
Have you had it graded, the ticket? Is it in pristine condition?
Probably not. No, it's probably not. A little tattered. Yeah.
We didn't know we were supposed to keep it in good condition back then. Do you have a ticket now they don't do tickets, Harry?
No.
You would have to actually go and get it printed out.
Right. Everything's on your phone, right?
Right. Do you have any tickets that you keep very close to you, Ray?
I keep tickets from just about everything, just in case. You never know.
All right. Well, what I'm saying, what's your favorite ticket?
Oh, ooh.
I have a 93 NLCS, the game they clinched. Was that game 5 or game 6? Phillies. I have the NFC Championship game 2004 ticket.
Ooh, that's good.
That was a stolen ticket.
Oh, nice.
Or no, it's 2002, not 2004. That ended up being a stolen ticket. I have some other ones too.
I think I have Game 3 against the Raptors. That second round where I left the arena, they were up 2-1. They blew out the Raptors, and I was like, they're winning it this year. And I kept that ticket because I was like, I was there for that.
That's a good one.
Yeah. Wow.
All right.
Memory.
Somebody on the YouTube chat says, "Geez, Harry, I was born in '77."
Yeah. Well, Harry's old. I was born in '76. Yeah, Harry's old. Yeah. All right. So the Rams lose last night. So aren't they now? Are they locked into the?
I think they can still get the 5.
Even with the loss?
I believe at this point they can get the 5 if the Niners lose.
If the Niners
drop
lose,
to 6.
And then the Rams would have to beat the Cardinals.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a world where the Seahawks end up to 6.
No, there's not.
No,
Yeah.
there's not.
There's not. So, I mean.
And there's not a world where Green Bay gets any higher than they are.
They're locked in the 7.
Locked in.
So I desperately want to play. And, ultimately, you're going to need to be playing well if you're going to win a Super Bowl anyway. So it's but matchups do matter. And you want the best matchup to try to get you to where you're going, right? And the best matchup for the Eagles is clearly the Packers. I do not like them against the Rams. And if it's the 49ers, I would much rather face the Packers than the 49ers.
Right.
With that being said, would you rather face the Rams or the Niners?
I would probably say the Niners because Fred Warner's not coming back. Bosa's not coming back. And I fear Stafford and his arm strength at the link more than I do Purdy.
Yeah, good point with the weather.
Yeah.
But also, remember back I was just talking about the 2002 NFC Championship game. The Eagles had the Bucs number so many times.
Mm-hmm.
They'd beaten them in the playoffs a number of times. There was the whole stat out there that
42 degrees
they
or whatever.
can't win in the cold weather. And Ike used to say it, that they were overconfident going into that game. Last game at Veterans Stadium.
Yeah.
Bucs can't beat us here. The Bucs aren't beating us here. Now it's not the same comparison with the Rams, but the fact that the Eagles have won multiple games in a row and they weren't dominant wins.
No. I mean, they had to block 2 kicks to beat them this year, right?
Last year was a very close game.
That was a really close game.
Jalen Carter had the sack, which really pushed them back, and then it caused incompletion at the end.
Yeah.
So I do not like the matchup against the Rams at all.
I don't either. But I also don't like Christian McCaffrey coming in.
I don't either.
I mean,
yeah, I would probably say I'd rather face the Niners, but be careful what you wish for.
Right.
But this defense, but also the Eagles' strength of the team is the defense.
Correct.
And if they can match up with the Niners, with the Niners, they were unbelievable against the Bears, and the Bears had what I thought was a pretty decent defense this year.
Yeah, and that was without their great tight end, too.
Without Kittle.
Yeah.
Yep. Ray, what's your answer?
It's the Niners. I just watched the Bears put up that many points against them. I'm not thinking the Eagles are going to hang a 30 spot on them, but I think the Eagles could do enough offensively against that defense, and if the strength of this team is the defense, Give me the matchup with Purdy instead of Stafford.
I agree.
With all due respect to Purdy.
Just go beat Washington.
Not really, though.
And let's hope for Dan Campbell beats the Bears.
I'm telling you.
And then we get the real matchup.
There's not a more Dan Campbell type thing to do than after eliminated, bite kneecaps and win in Chicago.
And then he'll run up the tunnel saying, "I love this stuff."
Right. Like Nick Sirianni. Yep. Biggest game of his career.
Yep. Mug
right.
into the camera.
Let's go to David. David's in Drexel Hill. David, good morning. How are you, buddy?
Hey, how y'all doing? Hey, last caller, I like some of the points he was making, but what threw me when he was talking about, like, the Dallas game, and that's what made me call, because Dallas only won by 3 points. So it's not like they beat us bad, and how they beat us was for 2 real reasons. One, we had 10, I think, penalties. We had 2 or 3 turnovers, and then our field goal kicker missed the field goal in the dome. That's why we lost. I don't care how the offense was playing. If all that didn't happen, because a few times Jalen threw for 30, 40 yards, and they made it. And then it got called back.
Yeah, penalties did kill him in that game.
A holding charge. And they've been doing better the last 2 games, I think, basically. So I'm kind of happy because they controlled that, because that was killing them.
Yeah,
the
you're right.
penalties jumping off sides.
Yeah,
you're
you're
right.
right.
I just want to say again, for all the people out there that look at the score sometime, remember this: 2 of the greatest quarterbacks ever, the Chiefs and my boy Tom Brady. They won Super Bowls by 3 points, and scored under 20. Well, a couple of them Super Bowls.
Did they not have a completion in the second half of the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Thank you, David.
That's tough to swallow.
You're right about the penalties. It's been much cleaner
They've
games.
cleaned it up a little bit. Yeah.
Yep. And I'll say that's one of the check marks for Nick Sirianni.
Yep.
Because if he gets it when they're committing a lot of penalties,
There was a lot of pre-snap penalties on the offensive line, and that they cleaned that up.
Yeah, they did.
I'm the smartest coach in the world.
Yep. That's all right. Eagles are 7.5-point favorites against Washington. That's, to me, very much we don't know if Hurts is going to play. We don't know if he's not going to play.
Hurts doesn't play. Do we get second half Sam Howell? Revenge game? Tanner does so well, they yanked the second team.
But that's the other thing is
I forgot he was on the team.
I read the inactives every week on the pregame show. That's the only reason I know.
Isn't that, shouldn't the Eagles be able to blow out Washington?
They should.
In the first half and then pull them?
Yeah,
but then
they
you also
should.
have the Washington Commanders revenge game because, like they said, we'll see in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, Ray?
Right. Dan Quinn.
The only thing that you can really fight that with is a guy who also wants revenge. Sam Howell for ruining his career? Come on. Howell versus Quinn? this is must-see stuff.
Maybe they could put
Surprised they
Howell
didn't get a primetime game.
Howell and McCain at the game at the same time. Really get creative. We want creativity out of to put 2 quarterbacks in there, run trick plays.
Like that. Howell plays slot receiver. Why
All
not?
right. Well, coming up, Bryce Harper with his not elite shirt over the weekend. What do you make of it?
Oh.
Harry's groaning over there.
It's like a Nick Sirianni thing.
Damn it.
Seriously.
Colarillo also picked up on something that you said.
Yeah, I knew once I said it. I knew immediately
I marked
that
the time.
somebody was going to mark the tape.
All right, let's go to the tapes. I did not hear it.
Yeah. I knew it.
That's coming up. Our thoughts on Bryce Harper. Middays with Marks, 97.5 The Fanatic.
Now on 97.5 The Fanatic Sports Update.
Will they play? I'm Ray Dunn with this Fanatic Sports Update, and it's brought to you by Michelob Ultra. Don't miss Bill Colarillo at the GOAT on Sansom Street this Saturday, January 3rd from 7:30 to 9:30 for an Ultra Access event with Michelob Ultra featuring $5 Michelob Ultra drafts and a chance to win Sixers suite tickets in the Fanatic's private suite. Please enjoy responsibly. Eagles still have a chance at the number 2 seed, and the question for this week, will they play the starters against the Commanders to go after that number 2 seed? They need the Lions to beat the Bears and then need a win over Washington in Week 18. Nick Sirianni was asked a number of times about it yesterday. Here's Sirianni addressing it.
There's still things up in the air as far as seeding goes, right? It's pretty similar to where we were last week. We'll end up doing what we think's the best for the team, and we're still thinking through that. That's not a decision I have to make today.
No, it's not. It's a decision we can talk about all week long. We'll talk to Jeff Mosher about that and everything going on with the Birds at 12:55. 76ers have the Grizzlies tonight at 8 o'clock. You can listen to the game right here on the Fanatic. Flyers have the Canucks at 10. This update's also brought to you by Super Sure. Do you own a small business? You need to hear this. Seismic shift is coming. It's time to get Super Sure. Not kind of sure, not pretty sure, but Super Sure coming soon. I'm Ray Dunn, your home for the Sixers, Flyers, the best Birds talk in town. 97.5 The Fanatic and 97.5thefanatic.com.
All right, we're back middays with Marks and Mays. Ray done? Ray, did you get everything you wanted for Christmas?
That I did.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Some clothes?
I send out the Google Doc with the links, and it's like, hey.
You send out a Google Doc?
Well, they asked me what I want, and I'm like, I don't really know. I have no idea what I want. At this point, I just kind of want a day to do nothing. Is that all?
Right.
So I'm like, all right, I'll find things that, I could use, could need, and then send out a Google Doc with, hey, there's a link to this.
Yeah, that's what my wife would do, a Google Doc.
What's this?
What do you want me to do? How do I tell them what I want, please?
So Harry, like with my wife and I, I'll literally be like, well, what do you want? And like, I more or less like, I don't, like, you know what I like? No, so I'll send her a link of something. Like, I like these sneakers.
Oh, for Christmas.
So for Christmas,
Oh, okay.
I'll send a link out.
Okay.
What do you think I was talking about?
Well, Christmas is over.
I asked Ray if he got everything for Christmas that he wanted.
Okay.
But so he says he sends out a Google Doc.
Wow.
A Google Doc?
I'm curious. How should I tell them what I want?
Google me.
I don't know. Send an email, a link. You create a Google Doc.
Yeah, you
with
share
links.
the Google Doc with the people that are going to be
Jeez.
buying stuff for you, and then
I am really old.
I'm just not. Yeah, I
you want me to write a letter to Santa? I'm confused where exactly I'm supposed to go with this.
Well, it's more the Google Doc than anything.
Wow.
You guys are sharing Google Docs with each other. Just like, listen, you obviously have an intelligent family. You scored very high on the SAT. That's not something that my family, like my wife, would send a Google Doc. I just send links.
Okay.
By
I feel
text
like links can get lost in the text. They have something to go back to.
It could. It's just you're actually doing a lot of effort.
We don't buy each other anything.
At all?
No.
Nothing at all.
Well, I mean, we did buy a house, but like,
Right.
we don't get
Seems to be
gifts.
something.
We don't do gifts.
So there's no.
Exchanging. No.
So you wake up on Christmas morning and it's like
Still,
it's like Thursday, February
a regular day.
30 or 27th.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. It's been a long time since we did.
No special Christmas breakfast.
Oh, yeah, we'll do that. But I mean,
Do you decorate?
Yes.
Do you put up a little tree?
Yeah.
You have no
tree.
presents
We
under
have
the
a
tree.
tree. They don't need presents.
Why?
I don't have kids.
No, I know, but like
We buy gifts for other people.
right, I know that.
Yeah.
But you don't buy gifts for each other.
No.
Okay.
I know it's weird.
Well, you just spend the money and go out and buy your own gift.
That's
Like, if you
usually
want
what we
something,
do.
you go out and buy it.
Yeah, and I'm not going to wait until Christmas for it. I'm going to get it now. That's kind of the way we roll. I don't send a Google Doc to my wife, with like
I'm just
all
surprised.
these little presents ideas. I mean, come on.
Well, they ask you what you want. What are you supposed to say? Nothing.
You tell them.
I'm getting you a carton of cigarettes and a 12-pack.
There was conversation the week I spent at home about my smoking habits.
Yeah.
As Fran says, Harry uses a bleeping Rolodex. You think he knows what a Google Doc is?
Exactly.
You have a Rolodex?
I
now?
did. I used to. I had my
got rid
office.
of it?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I
Yeah.
don't know if you saved it in box.
No.
Or something. All right. All right. Let's. Do we have enough time here for the Bryce Harper thing? Len in Swedesboro. Len, go ahead. What's up, buddy?
Yo, what's up, John?
Hey.
Hey, I want to talk about A.J. Brown. Like, I have an issue with A.J. Brown and his lack of emotional attachment to these games. I think if he wanted to, he should try to sell that defensive pass interference on that play. It's like the third time this year I've seen him just ignore it and just go back to the huddle. Those refs wanted to throw flags that game. And I think had he tried to sell it a little bit, we might have got a flag there on that on the deep pass. I thought it was a great throw by Jalen.
It was.
He's made a lot of good throws. Yeah, a lot of good throws this year. And I don't know, something about him, man. Just I know he's dealing with some issues, but
You think he should be more demonstrative?
yeah, something.
Yeah.
Because they wanted to throw like the pass interference on Quinion. That wasn't a pass interference, but they called it. So he would have got the flag if he at least tried.
Yeah, that was
to show
ticky-tack.
something.
It was.
Quinion.
Right.
It was. No,
Right.
I mean, to your point, Len, I hadn't thought about AJ until you brought him up. Is the word energy a good word to describe like what you're looking for more energy out of AJ Brown? And not necessarily running around like let's go,
Right.
but like more of a presence. He's a presence on the field,
Yeah,
and I saw
physical presence.
nothing. I said, and you can blame. But like, is this one of these things where if you don't get him involved early or he's not involved, he
kinda
just
gets lost
Yeah,
in
he's
it.
out.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I get it because the offensive coordinator, the scheme is terrible. But anyway, like I watched Puka Nacua. I'm like, I try to watch this guy. How does this guy always get open? And I understand McVay is a genius but he gives effort on every play.
Yeah, he does.
And I just don't see that from AJ. So just wanted to throw that out there.
Yeah, he's a special cat.
All right, Len.
That guy.
Yeah, I won my fantasy football Super Bowl last night.
You did.
On the Nakua's touchdown catch late. I think there was 2:34 to go, 2:24 to go.
Oh, nice.
Puka Nacua, and it's not just because he was my fantasy team, is my favorite player in the NFL outside the Eagles.
Yeah.
He wants to fight everybody all the time.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Which I love.
Yeah.
He's a wide receiver that's a bit undersized, and he wants to fight everybody, and he's unbelievable.
Oh, man. When I used to do my show with Baldy, we'd always talk about the Polynesian football players. I would have a minimum of 5 or 6 guys on my squad.
Need a couple.
I'm telling you, they're awesome.
He was Polynesian Football Player of the Year however many years ago when he was in college.
At BYU.
He was I think he was at Utah first, and then he transferred to BYU. It was probably at BYU because he didn't put up big numbers in college. He was a 5th-round draft.
Yeah, I never even really heard of him.
Me neither.
Until he hit the Rams.
And man,
he's awesome.
He almost he almost made a catch last night that would have put him in field goal range to tie the game. I don't know how he almost did it.
Mm-hmm.
He almost made the catch.
Yeah. But the caller's right. He gives effort on every play, whether he's involved in the play or not.
Think AJ's back next year?
I think we talked about this a few weeks ago, and I said no.
Still feel the same way?
Standing by that.
Yeah,
I would say no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really the last however many weeks, he's been very involved in the offense. And by the way, the offense, typically looks good when he's involved. But he was nowhere to be found last night.
Nope.
Devontae had the one catch that they then overturned.
Nullified, yeah.
Man, every time he
He
goes
makes
up,
effort.
he goes up and tries to make those catches. It's like you think he's going to break his back. He's always getting hurt. Like he plays through it, but he's always getting banged up.
He plays like a much bigger physical player than he is. Yeah,
he sure is.
Yep.
All right, let's so let's save the Bryce Harper thing for next segment as well. 610-632-0975. 610-632-0975. Text line, phone line, news at noon coming up at noon. Bryce Harper wearing a not elite shirt as he's taking batting practice. Not only that, but he's also putting it out on social media so everybody can see. We have that coming up next. Herb's probably at work by this point.
Yeah, we got to punch him up.
All right. We'll get Herb coming up next. Middays with Marks, 97.5 The Fanatic. All right, listen. I am here to talk about my snoring issue. It used to be an issue, right? If you're a snorer, maybe you're disrupting your partner. They're having to wake you up multiple times a night, kicking you, telling you to go sleep in another room. I was there for many, many years. I was snoring. I was killing my wife's sleep. I went and got a CPAP. That did not work for me. And then my dentist, Dr. Eric Pastor, the Royersford dentist, went to him and he said, well, why do you want to use that sleep apnea device? Why are you using a CPAP? I got something for you that will work. So Dr. Pastor and his team offered an advanced, comfortable sleep apnea device that helps clear the airway for better sleep and better health. And I know this because it's worked for me. It really changed my life. I'm going off script here for a second. It's changed my life. If I would have known it was this easy to eliminate snoring and stop snoring. And by the way, sleep apnea, you might just think it means that you're a snorer. No, it's absolutely terrible for your health. It's terrible for your sleep. So if you're a snorer, Dr. Pastor and his team can do the same thing for you that he did for me. All right? You want to stop snoring. You want better rest. You want your health to be better. Maybe this is your wife or somebody in your life. Get a hold of Dr. Eric Pastor, the Royersford dentist. They can help you get a home sleep test. They'll even connect you with the doctors and help arrange the study so you're covered. And yes, the sleep apnea device is covered by most insurance plans. That includes Medicare. This isn't a dental issue. This is a medical issue. So if you try CPAP machines like Herb's doing right now and it didn't work for you, or it's just like I hated it. I would always take the mask off. It was so uncomfortable. You can stop snoring. You can eliminate sleep apnea by getting a hold of Dr. Eric Pastor, the Royersford dentist. His phone number, you can remember this, 610-67-SLEEP, 610-67-SLEEP. His website is drpaster.com, drpaster.com.
Start.
you heard him. If you miss a second of Middays with Marks, who would want to miss this scintillating show? YouTube, watch live. Subscribe to 97.5 The Fanatic. We made it over 30,000, Ray. That was my goal by the end of the year. We're actually 30.1.
I saw that.
Oh, subscribers?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, we were sitting at 29, and I'm like, no, we got to start setting goals to get subscriber numbers up.
We also got some new 5-star reviews, too. I think we're now a 5-star show on good old Apple Podcasts.
So what I was going to ask you, because that when I promote, you can watch YouTube live, and we have a great community of chatters. It's like they're a part of the show.
Yeah.
It's like they're the audience, and we love it. You can watch on demand, also with the audio, wherever you get your podcasts, whether it's like the 97.5 The Fanatic app, or wherever you get your podcasts, you can listen to the show. We break it down hour by hour. You go right in the hour and fish around a little bit, right? So but make sure you leave a 5-star review. That's all that matters.
I'm just looking at the chat. Like, it's so, like, strange. Like,
Yeah, it is. It's talking about your bed sheets.
Yeah, Harry has a
What?
king-size bed with twin sheets because he doesn't believe in commitment. I mean, what?
And this is why we need, and this is what Nate needs to see, because we have the YouTube chat recap. The idea of doing it was all the nonsense that happens in the YouTube chat. Exactly.
Yesterday, they were.
But you're married. You're not. Your commitment issues are over.
I have a commitment.
Yeah, you got married.
Yeah.
You just bought You bought a house in Florida, for Christ's sakes.
They were relentless on Brace yesterday
Were
for what
they?
he was wearing.
What was he wearing?
He just had a regular button-up on. He was on PHL 17 before he came in.
Oh, okay.
And
He was all
Car-
fired up yesterday.
car salesman, insurance salesman.
Was he wearing a sport coat, too?
No,
Oh,
looked
no.
like he was working at a boat show. Like
boat show.
the entire YouTube chat recap was just Brace looks like fill in the blank.
No, he does when he wears because he'll have the blazer with the. Did he have the pocket square on?
no
the
blazer,
nice shirt.
no pocket square. It was just the button-up shirt.
Oh.
Really?
They were going after him relentlessly. He looked normal, looked like a normal guy.
Harry uses disposable sheet sets, according to one of our chatters.
Disposable sheets.
Brace looked like he was going to sell me a used car warranty.
Yes.
He
An
does.
extended warranty.
Sean definitely has the look of a seller,
Yeah.
as a pitchman,
Yes.
and it's a compliment too.
no, it's not a rip.
No, not
Yeah,
at all.
yeah.
The used car salesman's a little bit of a rip. but
Yeah. It's pre-owned now.
He does look like he could be at a
pretty
boat
old.
show where he gets hired, and now he's at this whatever they're selling there, and there's a big boat behind him, and he's
Right.
talking about whatever.
Or like the Philly Auto Show, which comes up in a couple of weeks.
Which I actually used to do the boat show broadcast with Sean. Or did he go down? He
Down
was
in
promoting
Atlantic
the
City?
boat show. Yep. So I still remember the commercial. The boat show. And he went down there to do something at the boat show. He did. But by the way, I don't want to out who it is, but somebody in my family now is a pitchman on TikTok.
Really?
I don't know how he got involved in this or where it came from, but yeah, he's on there selling certain products, and he gets a commission for every one.
Is it because he has a large following?
I don't really even know how he got. It's like he's the type of guy that sees somebody making money off of it and says, "I can do that." This guy isn't Albert Einstein. If he
Right.
can do it, I can do it, and then figures it out.
Okay.
And he's starting to figure it out. Where he went from making $25 a day, now he's making $250 a day. He'll have a day where he's like, "Oh wow, I made like $2,000
On
selling
TikTok.
stuff." On TikTok, selling on commission, selling stuff.
Jeez.
Oh, send his information over.
I mean, that's what I said.
I would have
Yeah.
thought you'd have to have a large following in order to do that.
Well, you gain it. So, like I said, it's like a car. Like in your first year of selling cars, it's going to be a little bit more difficult than if you've been doing it for 10 years because you have repeat customers
Sure.
and you're more experienced or whatever. But he showed me this one guy that's selling electric scooters, and
Wait, like the hover round things?
that electric scooter.
Nah, like a scooter that you just got electric pack. And
You don't have to use your legs. It just scoots around with the.
Yeah, like you see people in like Walmart scooting around.
yeah,
those
yeah,
things,
exactly,
right?
yeah.
So-
but not like you have the handle of a scooter.
You have the handle of a
yeah,
scooter.
Without this, yeah.
And you don't have to do anything. So it's a kid. It's like a 16, 17-year-old kid. And he's on there, and he has this whole spiel. They just do it live, and then they just keep doing the same thing over and over. So they'll go on for like 2 hours at a time. And they just keep doing it because you're getting new people to join you, new people to join you, new people to join you. And then you're able to figure out how many he sold This kid selling the scooter made like $10,000 selling scooters on commissions because now he's got this following. He legitimately, like he said, like this is how much money he was showing me the data to it. He's like, so you make $20 each scooter that you sell. This is how many he sold right now, and it's like he made $10,000. It's like QVC on TikTok.
Okay, but this isn't like the scooter that Tony Bruno used to run around, like on the street. It's not a street. Is it street legal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
I'm always
So it's like a Vespa.
It's like it's a yes.
Okay. All right.
This could come back to bite me if I end up doing pitchman work for that electric scooter. The electric scooters and the electric bikes need to go.
No, you don't like them?
They are a danger driving around the city.
Well, you live in the city.
Nobody obeys traffic laws
of course
with those
not.
things. You got to
Most people on bikes shouldn't be on bikes.
Right.
Because they can't ride them.
Well, and that's it. This has allowed a whole new group of people who don't care about actually biking onto bikes that are just zooming out. I got a green light. I'm going to kill you.
Yeah.
No, you're right. It's another reason not to live in the city.
There should be barrier to entry there.
No, I don't think it's a reason not to live in the city. It's a reason that people should grow up and figure out how to use a bike.
But Ray, when you're 90 years old and you're not living in the city, you're gonna have the same problems just with different. Like you'll have some type of you're just in a ship and you're just riding in a ship down the street and people are gonna be mad.
Yeah.
Because they don't obey the same traffic laws that they do on cars.
I appreciate you thinking I'm getting to 90. And after a week in the burbs, loved seeing my family. I can't imagine living that way. Having to drive everywhere, it drives me nuts. To go anywhere, I got to drive. I can walk anywhere now.
But now you have to walk, or you have to deal with people on scooters and bikes that you're complaining about. Believe me, it's very nice to be able
I'll find things to complain about in the burbs.
The best day of my professional life was when I said I'm not going to drive in the city anymore and have to park in a parking garage and have to walk over homeless people on the street and whatever else and worried about getting mugged. The best day was when I started working here and I pull up to my spot and I walk right in the building.
I don't know how those guys deal with that at the other place.
We're paying $350 a month for a parking
No
garage
way.
and getting 3.5% wage tax.
No way.
Yeah.
I'm out.
Right. Let's go to Herb. Herb has to pay wage tax.
That's
Herb,
right.
Herb from Northeast Philly. Hello, Herbert.
What's up there, Johnny Mark?
How was your holidays, buddy?
My holidays, all I did was work. I had a customer on Christmas Day. She called me the night before, said take me to Plymouth meeting. I took her up and back. And then it was $180 cash.
Ooh. Wow. Now you're going to report that to the IRS, though, right, Herb?
No, I don't have to report that.
No.
So let's get to the Eagles.
So just so everybody knows, Herb is a driver for hire.
Okay.
So he drives limos, but he has a couple of customers where he'll take them around. Like, is it an older lady that you did the Plymouth meeting run?
Yeah.
And he offers bonus services if you're looking for it, too.
Is that right?
Saying.
That'd be a good gig for me.
I could see
Yeah,
that.
I could do that.
All right, Herb, go ahead.
All right, so like everybody else has been talking, like I say, if the NFL had an award for the best defensive team of the week, the Eagles would get at least 3 of them. Okay.
Do you have an award that you?
Green Bay, Detroit, and Buffalo Bills. Okay.
Okay.
So the issue is for us to get back to the Super Bowl, for us to make this run in the playoffs and get back to Santa Clara, is we got to keep the defense off the field.
Mm-hmm.
And the offense has to move the football, move the stick.
So hold on, Ray, is this worthy of the breaking news sounder? Herb's key for the Eagles is the offense moving the football.
No 3 and outs. No 3 and
You know what I'm
outs.
talking about. No 3 and outs.
Right.
Exactly.
All right.
Kill the clock. Keep the other team from getting on the field. We got to win the time of possession.
But so Herb, I think everybody realizes that. The question is, do you have confidence the Eagles can do that?
Well, I believe that when the playoffs start, we're going to see some more plays, more passing plays, more tight end plays, more the running back. You can't hand it off to them and get 1 yard. You got to be aggressive, and you got to get 4 or 5 yards on first down. You know, you got they know what they got to do.
And
You gotta
Jalen
run
needs to
wide,
run the
try to
ball a
run
little
inside. You got to run
All right,
cut back, whatever. But the scheme, the blocking scheme, it's a simple thing.
We
The
need your
blocking
scheme, Herb.
has-
Listen. I got to run.
Okay.
But thank you. I got to run.
Happy New Year, Herb.
Yep. Happy New Year. Well, I'm sure he'll you won't talk to him tomorrow.
How about that gig?
Sure will be.
$180 to ride that lady to.
Got some old lady.
It's awesome.
That's why I said, he's willing to do whatever it takes.
Oh, okay.
All right. Herb already called back in. This is where I get the text of he needs more time.
Right.
On the air.
He needs a runway. It's like a plane.
I
Eventually
know,
it's going to take off.
Once he gets revved up,
Yeah,
I know, but
he taxis too long. That's the problem.
That's a good way of putting it.
It's like the Orlando airport, taxiing forever.
It's a long taxi.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Terrible airport.
By
Too
the
many
way,
kids.
if anybody out there knows our caller Angry Al or knows I've not been able to contact Angry Al for some time, and I'm concerned because he was not in good health and he hasn't texted and he's not responding back to my
Oh, really?
texts. No.
So we're putting a bolo out.
I even
on,
Googled to see if he was still alive. Like I Googled his name obituary.
Oh wow.
And he has not had an obituary, so I'm confident that he is alive. But I know he had a stroke.
So you
not
know
too
his
long
real
ago.
name, like his full.
Yeah,
real
if
name.
you Google it, it's out there because he was on the Philly feud with Mike. Remember?
Oh yeah, that's right. That was a good episode.
He was listed as one of the top 10 worst callers in Philadelphia sports radio, and that's where it has his full name on Crossing Broad. Ingy also made the list. You know
Oh
Ingy?
well, yeah, that's deserved.
I don't think he calls it anymore. Ingy disappeared for years and then just reemerged out of nowhere.
Really?
Yes.
Well, was he away for a while? He had to go to prison or something.
I don't know if he was away. I don't know if it was prison. I'm sure he couldn't leave. That's for sure. All right, coming up. News at noon with Ray. What do we have coming up next? Don't go anywhere. Middays with Marks, 97.5 The Fanatic.
Now on 97.5 The Fanatic Sports Update.
The sit or not, I'm Ray Dunn with this Fanatic Sports Update. Eagles still have a chance at the number 2 seed after the win over the Bills on Sunday. They need the Lions to beat the Bears in Week 18, and they need a win over Washington in Week 18. The big question this week, are they going to go after it by playing their starters? Nick Sirianni was asked that question a number of times yesterday. Here he is.
There's still things up in the air as far as seeding goes, right? I mean, it's pretty similar to where we were last week. We'll end up doing what we think's the best for the team, and we're still thinking through that. That's not a decision I have to make today.
A decision he has to make today, but certainly something we're going to talk about today. We'll talk about it with Jeff Mosher at 12:55 as he breaks down everything going on with the Birds. 76ers have the Grizzlies tonight at 8 o'clock. You can listen to the game right here on the Fanatic. Pre-game coverage beginning at 7:50. And the Flyers have the Canucks tonight at 10. You can listen to that game on WMMR. This update's brought to you by Straight Talk Wireless. Your favorite songs shouldn't have to wait for Wi-Fi. Switch to Straight Talk and get real unlimited data on Verizon's 5G network. Straight Talk, available at straighttalk.com or Walmart. I'm Ray Dunn, your home for the Sixers, Flyers, the best Birds talk in town. 97.5 The Fanatic and 97.5thefanatic.com.
We didn't even talk about we got to get to the Harper stuff, right? I just keep rambling and talking.
Well, we had to get to Herb, too.
And we had to get to Herb. I mean, I'm sure the program director would agree. Talk about Bryce Harper or talk to Herb. He probably would say Herb.
Bryce Harper would prefer you talk about Herb.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
No, well, then don't put the picture out.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
We'll break it down because there's a level of annoyance that's going to start to sit in with me and Bryce, and I'm a huge Bryce fan. We're friends, so I have to,
Walk a careful line.
He may not know that, but I consider him friends.
MJ cut off Barkley for what he said. Don't get cut off by Bryce.
They haven't talked since.
Yeah, insane.
Is this like a Mercedes Giroux thing with you and Bryce?
If he saw me, he probably wouldn't know my name, but
he'd know the face.
Yeah, he definitely knows me. I've interviewed him enough in time, and then if I said my name, like he would know the show. He knew when I was on the radio.
Right.
But yeah, I'm not down there after games or whatever.
You're not going through the players' entrance and stuff.
I am not. No,
Okay.
I'm not. I'm not.
I just want to clarify that.
I don't. Even though I'm in the media, a lot of people think it's my job to go do these games, and people will also be like, "Oh man, that's awesome! You probably go to all the games."
I know. Everybody always says that.
No,
and I'm like,
you
no,
get tickets?
I don't go to any.
Oh yeah, I love when I get the Eagle ticket request. Like, hang on a sec, let me check. So we have this closet at work where all there's tickets everywhere.
Right.
And the Eagles tickets are on the top shelf, and sometimes they fall out of the box.
They're very
There's so
easy
many.
to get. Yeah, they're very easy to
Do you need Super Bowl tickets? Because I
Yeah,
have them. They're not as many Super Bowl. Yeah, sure. What do you need? How many? 4? Okay, you can have 4. Let's get to
that
the news.
it?
Yeah, that's it.
You don't need more?
Yeah. All right, let's get to the news and news.
This city needs its news.
Now, it's time for
I'd like to be remembered as a good newsman.
the News at Noon
That's the coolest story I've ever heard in my entire life. That's insane.
with Ray Dunn.
All right, we're going to start with football. We're going to keep it Philly adjacent to start because Dan Orlovsky's catching heat and NFL media is catching heat for the way they've covered the Josh Allen performance on Sunday. And Dan Orlovsky captioned this clip about to play you as the plays were there, the QB just didn't make them. And people are upset because he wouldn't say Josh Allen's name in the way he captioned the clip. Here is the biting criticism from Dan Orlovsky of Josh Allen.
Critical moments out of control. That's how I would describe Josh's play yesterday. And I know it comes down to that final play. If you go a little bit earlier in the game, this is that fourth down stopper, that stop. So he's got the shallow cross. If you throw it out in front, it's a catch and score. But see the location of the ball, it stops him, then allows the tackle to be made. Epps made some big tackles. Now you go to fourth down, right? He starts to the top of the screen. It's not there. This is a designed swing screen with the tight end as the lead blocker. It's there. If you just dump the ball to Cooks, he's going to walk in. He still is going to walk in. But Josh out of control in a way. You love the competitiveness.
Is it really a problem he didn't name Josh Allen in his tweet? Because he's just breaking down film. He's telling you where he did wrong.
He called him Josh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know who he's talking about.
Yeah.
Right. He didn't put Josh Allen in the tweet. People are upset at Dan Orlovsky for not putting Josh Allen in the tweet, just saying the QB didn't make them. We all know who the QB is. He's breaking down the Bills.
All right, so but why didn't he put his name?
I mean, if it was Jalen Hurts, would he have said Jalen Hurts?
And I think a lot of people, that's the dot that is connected,
Right.
which is nobody wants to talk. No one wants to say Josh Allen. They're going to lose in the playoffs because of Josh Allen.
Right.
They haven't been to a Super Bowl.
Right.
He's had opportunities to beat Pat Mahomes in big games, which Jalen Hurts has done twice.
He has underachieved in big spots.
Bottom line.
Yeah.
Bottom line. And there just seems to be this different behavior from the NFL analysts with it. Josh Allen, it's everybody else's fault. When it's Jalen Hurts, it's always his fault.
Yeah.
And I think I agree with it.
Yeah, I do too.
I think the tweet. I think you could go after a lot of things. I think it was Sports Illustrated that had back-to-back headlines where it was like everyone failed the Josh Allen and also Jalen Hurts played bad. Like they had back-to-back tweets. People were going after them. That, I'm in on. Go
Right.
after them for that. Dan Orlovsky just put an innocent caption on a tweet.
I agree with you.
I think it's a little much to be like, oh, yeah, he's not going after Josh Allen. Listen to him. Listen to the clip.
Right.
He's telling you where he didn't make plays.
But that means you actually have to listen to the clip. I'm telling you, it might not be as innocent as you think. Because for every person that looks at the tweet, or even like if you blame Josh Allen, people aren't even going to read or watch the video. They're just going to comment. I don't know, man. I mean, I just like if there wasn't the picture of Josh Allen's treated differently than Jalen Hurts. I mean, because I see it.
Josh Allen played horrible football.
Yep.
Why
He was
can't
horrible.
you say that?
He was horrible.
Yeah.
I mean, he was hesitating on multiple
He was
situations that killed him.
He was very, very bad.
This is bad.
Yeah, keeping up with the quarterbacks here. Moving on to Troy Aikman, because last night went to bat for quarterbacks and how he doesn't like the bust label that we put on top picks that don't pan out?
I think there's been, and this has always been debated, I guess. I think there's been a lot of quarterbacks that have been drafted high who have left the game and have been labeled a bust. And I think it's unfair because I do feel that organizations and coaching has failed quarterbacks more than quarterbacks have failed organizations because I've been there. I've been around the best of the best, and I've been around others that aren't as good.
So who fails who more? Quarterbacks failing organizations or organizations failing quarterbacks?
I think it's about 50-50.
Both, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's hard to know because I've heard this said, and it's true. It's Pat Mahomes, if he doesn't get drafted by Andy Reid and the Chiefs, if
Maybe
the Jets draft Pat Mahomes.
Right.
There's very few quarterbacks that come in. Right.
Yeah.
Like Joe Burrow's been the one guy that I can think of that went to a bad organization, and it didn't matter he's that good.
Right.
Right? Like, there's not a lot of players that can go to a team. Nobody's done it with the Jets. The Jets suck.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
I mean, there's organizations you don't want to get drafted by, for sure.
Prior to Caleb Williams getting his new coach, the Bears were a place where quarterbacks went to die.
So is the Bears' success this year more about the coach or the quarterback? And the quarterback's a good player.
The quarterback is unbelievable.
About the coach.
But the coach is getting it out of him. Yeah.
For sure.
And Troy Aikman went 1-15 in his first year.
Correct.
I mean, he's lucky, I think maybe he's thinking back to those days like, I'm lucky that organization didn't give up on me.
Right.
I would have been labeled a bust.
Yep, for sure.
All right, last one for you. The war on Christmas continues. But it's the war on playing on Christmas because Draymond Green is joining LeBron James in the, man, you take me away from my family on Christmas?
Playing on Christmas Day also sucks. The reason it sucks is, number one, what I just said, it can affect your mood. Number two, we are human beings, and just like everyone else, enjoy Christmas Day with their families. That kind of gets messed up for us in their homes or on a vacation with their families making memories. We don't get that opportunity. So I hate when people are like, oh man, it's an honor to play on Christmas Day. People should shut up. Like, no, you should shut up.
You know what, Dre? Don't worry about it. The NFL's got this.
Yeah. We'll make sure you're not playing on Christmas.
I don't even realize you play on Christmas Day.
Me neither. Was this you last week saying they should take it? That was Mike Gill. Mike Gill saying stop playing on Christmas, play on Christmas Eve. And I said, well, the NFL is going to take over Christmas Eve, too.
Yeah,
it
they'll
just depends
take it
on the
over.
day. They'll just be like, oh, you're going to try to take Christmas Eve?
Right.
We got it.
Yeah.
Good luck.
All these guys complain about playing on Christmas. It's amazing. It's like, I don't want to play on Christmas. I don't want to play in the All-Star game.
But here's the thing.
You got to play sometime, right?
Here's the thing. Erin Andrews, and it was very unfair. She got a lot of criticism because she did an interview. I think it was Erin Andrews, right?
Yeah.
She did an interview where she was talking about, like, hey, to all the young people out there, just so you know, I don't get to see my family on holidays. So, like, every holiday, Thanksgiving, Christmas, I'm working.
Right.
And that's a part of it. And it's a part of the job.
Yes.
You know when you complain about that or you say that? When you've been doing it. And that's what your life is. For Draymond Green, I would be saying the same thing.
Yeah.
Well, like earlier, I was complaining about having to drive into Philadelphia. And it's like, yeah, but a lot of people have to do it.
Right.
But, like, I don't have to do it. I stopped doing it.
Yeah,
Right?
I mean, Jason always talks about the people that work in the arena, on a Christmas day or the stadium, whatever. He feels bad for them that they're away from their families. And there's part of me that kind of agrees
Absolutely,
with that.
yeah.
They're not making the tons of money like the players are, the broadcasters, whatever.
Right. I have more sympathy for those people.
Yeah,
on
of course I
Christmas.
do.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or the highlights producer we got here that's cutting Draymond missing a three. Like that, to me,
Right.
is who I feel bad for.
I have no sympathy for Draymond Green ever, but even in this case, but like I also understand his mentality.
Yeah.
He's been in the NBA for 15 years or whatever.
It gets old.
He's not thinking about the in arena. He's not the one that's going to say, like I know it stinks playing on Christmas, but I'm making a lot of money, and the people that have to work security jobs or whatever, they have
Working
to
in
work
the
on
parking
Christmas.
lot.
He doesn't
Right.
think of that.
Those arena workers also during the summer are going to be working in the arena while you're taking that vacation to have those memories with your kids.
Right.
Christmas in July will be great for you. Christmas in July will be spent at the Wells Fargo Center or Xfinity Mobile Arena or whatever the hell you want to call it for them.
Yeah, no, it already pains me that he's going to be. I'm going to have to deal with him in my post-playing career.
You get ready. He's taking Barkley's job.
You think so?
I think. He does enough with inside the NBA where when Barkley finally calls it a career.
Which will not be anytime soon.
I mean, somebody's going to hire him to do.
Right.
Sure. Or he's gonna have FanDuel or whatever give him $10 million to do a podcast. Yeah, he's set up. They don't. Inside the NBA is different because those guys make a lot of money. But for the most part, the Kelseys have shown you they don't need any outside. They don't need.
They don't need a network.
Yeah, they need they need the Kelceys. The Kelceys going to make money because they're going to have people looking for him.
Well, it's like Pat McAfee.
Pat McAfee.
Yeah,
Everybody
thing.
needs him.
Yeah.
All he does is make money.
Barkley was actually hilarious on Christmas Day. They had Draymond on, and he's like, "Yeah, we'll see you at the playoffs, all in the studio because you guys ain't going anywhere."
Right.
You were watching?
No, I saw
That was a clip.
Oh.
I saw the same clip on Awful Mouse.
Yeah, it was good.
Wherever it was. All right, coming up, we'll talk about Bryce Harper. Rob the Cop actually loves the Harper wearing the Not Elite shirt. Bryce Harper taking batting practice wearing a Not Elite shirt. We'll discuss it coming up next. Middays with Marks 97.5 The Fan. Marks. Jeff Mosher's coming up at like 12:55. He's examined the tape. I feel like we could just play one of the interviews from 2 or 3 or 4 times earlier this year.
The entire November run of Mosher interviews, we can just play again? Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, what are they doing? This time they didn't get a completion in the second half. Mosher has he's checked out the game film. He'll tell us what he saw. That's coming up at 12:55. Bryce Harper was this on his Instagram and social medias
Probably.
Probably, yeah.
So he's getting ready for spring training. So he's in the cage or he's at some facility, and the camera shot's taken because he's a left-handed hitter. So the camera shot's taking, so it's like it's looking at him as he's standing in the batting box,
like down the third base line.
Right. So you can see it. You can see him like from like chest on.
Yeah.
And he's like preparing like in like 3 seconds from the picture. He's probably going to get into a stance, and he's wearing a T-shirt that says "Not Elite." And as we know, we have to explain this to the audience. Dave Dombrowski had said that. Did he use the word "not elite" talking about the season? He said that he's been, he's had a good season, but it's like only Bryce Harper knows if he can be elite again.
Right? Do we have the audio?
Well, that's what. That would have been a good setup. I guess I have to.
You've only been teasing this damn thing for an hour.
Well, Ray's already in vacation mode. He's off for.
I think he's hungover.
Are you off the second too? Is this your let?
No, I'll be back the second.
Oh, you'll be back. Why don't you take that day too?
Yeah.
All right.
We'll be good.
Sounds good.
Use your PTO on the second too. Let's get Patricia.
I can't.
In here.
It goes at the end of the year.
Well, but you have new. You can use new PTO.
Using PTO on the second day of the year.
All right, but go work mornings or afternoons. Where's Caputo? She's here.
She's back there.
Caputo, come on in.
She's back there.
We need a producer. But he did the elite thing, and I was pissed because it was just so unnecessary.
Yeah.
And Dave is at a point in his life where he loves to talk, and he actually gives you insights, and I appreciate that about him. And what he was actually saying wasn't crazy. You just don't say it. Him saying, well, I don't know if he can be elite again or not. Is he just a good player now, or is he an elite player? I don't know. And it's like, okay, well, how about showing confidence that he can get back to being that elite player rather than saying, well, only Bryce knows that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, great. Only Bryce knows that. That's awesome. So do we have it there, Ray? All right, here's Dave Dombrowski.
In Bryce's case, of course, he's still a quality player. He's still a all-star caliber player. He didn't have an elite season like he has had in the past. And I guess we only find out if he becomes elite or he continues to be good. I mean, can he rise to the next level again? I don't really know that answer. I mean, and really he's the one that will dictate that more than anything else. I mean, is what it comes down to.
Nothing he said there was wrong.
Nope. No, he's dead right.
He's right.
Don't say it.
Yeah. I mean, he said he has been elite. He just wasn't elite last season.
And he wasn't.
It's true.
But and that's where I would say, well, Dave, he was injured. So he did go through some injury stuff. And do you think that Bryce can get back to being on the elite level if maybe you gave him some better protection batting behind him?
Yeah, good point.
As it stands, you did a lot of Castellanos and Alec Boehm batting cleanup. And because guess who's going to be batting cleanup this year for the Phillies as it stands right now? Boehm, or maybe your worst hitter, Garcia, at the plate. So nothing that he said was crazy. Bryce afterwards said that he told Matt Gelb that he obviously wasn't happy with the comment, and he said people are talking about trading me, and it turned into this whole big thing.
But then didn't they have like a lunch or something and kind of talked it out?
Did they actually eat? Did we know what the menu was at the lunch?
I don't know.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
It depends on the kind of lunch, whether you accept the apology. Like, Dombrowski's got to take him to a nice lunch.
I don't think that happened.
I don't think it happened.
I don't think that he took him out for lunch. Bryce does the videos now. Maybe Bryce made him something to make him sick.
Maybe that's why this all started. Maybe at the end of the season, he went over to his house before the presser and he gave him like a bad smoothie or something.
So anyway, good.
I mean, so what's the point of having the T-shirt?
So where's the T-shirt?
Are you trying to sell them?
So So we had Jason. Remember we had Jason Worth on, and he talked about the marketing aspect of Bryce Harper.
Brought this up yesterday. Exactly what I was thinking.
And he talked about how brilliant he is at the marketing aspect of himself in his career, and like everything that he does
is calculated.
It's calculated.
Right.
This is calculated. This is calculated for the image. This is calculated for. This is the year of Bryce Harper proving that he's elite again.
Maybe he gets a commercial out of it.
Right.
Right.
Yes, this becomes the thing, and you know what's going to end up happening? Spring training's going to happen. He's not going to be doing the elite thing anymore because that creates a distraction.
Yeah.
This is what gets them to spring training is look at him, he's working out. He's thinking about it every day. Not elite.
Right.
He's in the batting cage just sweating, taking extra cuts.
Right. So it's the motivation that some of us thought it was.
Is it motivation or is it just marketing ploy?
It's a good brand. This is good for the Harper brand.
Yeah.
This is, of course, he's going to sell you. This because he wants that. He wants all of a sudden he's working so hard.
And Crossing Broad will sell some T-shirts.
I got Ricky Bo shaking his head at us on the way back.
He's always shaking his head at us.
No, I know. But he can. I mean, he's going to talk about this on his show coming up. I mean, does this motivate him? Maybe, yeah. I'm sure it does.
Yeah.
I'm sure it motivates him a little bit. But you don't necessarily have to put. He can if Ricky can come in and talk. He can come in and put the microphone on. I'd love to hear what he has to say. I don't know if Dave Dombrowski saying that is going to change anything for this year. Does it change Bryce Harper as the player? Does it change Bryce Harper?
Wouldn't Bryce Harper be doing this in the cage anyway, regardless of whether he's wearing a not elite shirt?
Well,
at this point in the year, I think he would.
Championship athletes, Tom Brady used to create this no one thinks we can win thing when everybody thinks they're going to win. It's like you take something, and even if it's not meant to be what it is and it's taken out of context, these great athletes will use that as motivation.
Yeah.
Like, maybe that's what he's trying to use this as motivation and getting this. But to your point, he should have the self-motivation as it is.
I don't think you get to be Bryce Harper without that.
Right.
You know?
And you're also, this is your general manager, so it's not like it's another team where you can use this as the 49ers the year that
like
the
bulletin board material kind of stuff.
Tough to use that on your own GM.
Yeah.
Hey, we all hate that guy. By the way, thanks for the check.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's go to Paul the Cop, or excuse me, Rob the Cop from Northeast Philly. What's up, Rob the Cop?
John and Harry. Whenever I can hit submit to buy the not elite shirt, I'm buying the not elite shirt.
Oh, me too.
I can get them made, by the way, pretty quickly.
Yeah,
my wife
right.
does apparel.
Yeah. I'd buy one.
Absolutely. There was no reason whatsoever for him to even bring up Harper in that sense. None. You know who's not elite? Everyone else on the team, the second baseman, shortstop, third baseman. Spend some time in that press conference talking about the third baseman who's supposed to be your power guy who has no power, who you're not replacing, the shortstop who had the quietest batting title of all time.
Yep.
Yes.
Like, let's talk about his contract. Talk about him not being elite.
Yeah.
You're stuck with Turner. You're not stuck with Harper. You're stuck with Turner. But we don't bring him up at all. Look, that's what's going to happen. When you're the man, you're going to get that type of criticism. But it was completely unwarranted by Dombrowski. And the fact that he's wearing that and using that as motivation, whether he wants to sell T-shirts or motivate the other guys or motivate himself, or even the fact that we see him in the cage in December, which is exciting, that's whatever it is, whether it's for him, whether for somebody else, or to make money. Either way, I applaud him for it.
Yeah.
And it's completely unnecessary what that whole thing was. You said that earlier a couple months ago, Johnny.
He should give Turner about 10 of those shirts in different colors.
If one for every day of the week.
Maybe do fielding practice in them.
Exactly.
Yeah, Rob, we agree and appreciate it, buddy. Good check. Thanks for checking in. Dombrowski was just so unnecessary, and it's a matter of now. Is this motivation? Is this whatever? I don't know.
It could work out.
It could work out. We have some people in the chat saying, "Watch him have his best season."
It could work
as a
out.
Philly.
That would be cool if it did. You know, I'd rather it work out.
All right.
Better work.
Yeah.
Wearing the shirt.
Ray will wear a shirt.
Yeah, I'll wear a shirt.
Yeah.
So and here's it also is kind of annoying at the same time because it's like, all right, Brian,
It's Sirianni-esque.
with the T-shirts.
Yeah, it really is.
Here's where it's like, and then in spring training, that's when it ends. I don't need not elite T-shirts in spring training.
Yeah.
When the media meets with him for the first time, he knows how to answer questions. I'm not worried about that. And then he needs to move on from it.
What if it becomes a team thing?
Not elite.
Yeah.
We have a good club.
Like with the Major League.
Yeah.
With the owner, how they had the different piece of article of clothing that they took off after every win.
Right.
The movie Major League.
Yeah.
I mean, it could work.
Yeah.
Maybe they could get Dombrowski. They could get a thing of Dombrowski and take off his suit, piece of his suit every time. I don't know.
And if I'm Dombrowski, I'm fine with that. You don't have to like me.
I don't think he's fine with it.
No?
Makes him look bad.
If you
my
said
God.
it, you got to be able to deal with it.
Yeah.
No, agreed. Oh, no, he's got to deal with it. I don't
Yeah.
feel bad for Dave Dombrowski at all. He's the
No.
one up there celebrating a playoff loss.
Yeah.
They got one win.
Fine line.
Right. And then he calls Bryce Harper not elite.
I love that we got a good club. That's my favorite.
We got a good club.
We have a good club.
He talks about clubs more than a party promoter, man.
Yeah.
He never uses the word team.
Yeah.
It ruined him for me.
Who knows more about clubs? Harry, back in the day?
No, I was never a club.
We have a good club.
Maybe a strip club.
That's what I'm talking
Oh, okay.
We have a good
I
club.
thought you meant like, to go
I didn't
dance.
mean, no, I didn't mean
Yeah.
a dance. No, I
Okay.
didn't mean
Yeah.
I didn't mean 50 Cent Club.
Oh, okay.
Ray doesn't know anything about clubs either. Does Ray
We
look
have
like
a
he
good
goes,
club.
when's the last time you were in a club?
Oh, God.
But I knew a good club when I saw one.
Yeah?
Yeah.
We have a good club.
Have you ever been to a club?
Yeah. Been to a club.
All right, what?
What club? I don't
Yes,
know. I
the
don't
name
know.
of it.
I got taken to it. I don't know.
He got taken against
Yeah.
his will.
Well, what does that mean? You can't name it?
No.
You've never been, you can't name one club
I was at
you've been
Roar
to.
before. Does that count?
What is it?
Roar on, what is it, Delaware Ave?
If it's a club, it counts?
Yeah.
What did you
Sure.
think of it?
Good time. Anytime I get a bottle brought to me and I get to drink out of it, I'll take it.
Oh, bottle service.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I don't go to clubs. They're expensive.
Were you behind the velvet rope?
No,
You don't
please,
have
I'm
to
not
get
like that.
You don't have to get bottle service at a club.
Yeah, but the drinks are $1 million. You get a bottle, everyone splits the bottle. A little cheaper that way.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know about him, Harry.
I don't know about
If I
that.
have 4 or 5 drinks at a club, it's going to be $1 million
You
anyway.
pregame and then you go out.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, fine.
He just likes going to get the IPAs and go home alone. There he is. Ray done.
Yeah.
You make it sound so bad.
All right, coming up. First take, ask the question today, Harry. Should teams fear Jalen Hurts in the playoffs? We have the audio of what they had to say. That's coming up next. Middays with Marks, 97.5 The Fanatic.
Now on 97.5 The Fanatic Sports Update.
To sit or not, I'm Ray done with this Fanatic Sports Update. The Eagles still have a chance at the number 2 seed this weekend after they beat the Bills in Week 17. They've got the Commanders coming up in Week 18. They need a win over Washington, and they need the Lions to take care of the Bears to get that number 2 seed. Nick Sirianni was asked a number of times yesterday about what his plans are to do. Here's Sirianni.
There's still things up in the air as far as seeding goes, right? I mean, it's pretty similar to where we were last week. We'll end up doing what we think's the best for the team, and we're still thinking through that. That's not a decision I have to make today.
What's best for the team? We'll talk to Jeff Mosher coming up at 12:55 about everything going on with the Birds. 76ers tonight have the Grizzlies 8 o'clock. You can listen to the game right here on the Fanatic. Pregame coverage beginning at 7:50. And the Flyers have the Canucks at 10 o'clock. That's on our sister station, WMMR. This update's brought to you by AutoZone. To get in the zone, what makes AutoZone America's #1 battery destination because they offer free battery testing and charging and reliable replacement batteries. They've always got your battery solution. Get in the zone, AutoZone. I'm Ray Zone, your home for the Sixers Flyers, the best Birds talk in town. 97.5 The Fanatic and 97.5thefanatic.com.
he be trusted?
Oh, yeah.
610-632-0975. They asked the question. You have the question in this. What's the sound we have? So they're asking, should teams fear Jalen Hurts in the playoffs? Here's what they said.
I'm not sure if they should fear. Fear is kind of like a step too far, and from what we've seen from him. But there should not be this belief that you're just going to continue to see the Eagles' offensive struggles that we've seen. That there is a potential for Jalen Hurts to have one of these Superman performances, especially when you look at who the playoff competition is. When you look at some of the Bears defense, look at that 49ers defense. Yes, the offensive line has struggled with the Eagles, but you got to believe when you watch what you saw on Sunday night that you can put some points on the board if you're the Eagles. And if you are Jalen Hurts, you're A.J. Brown, you're Saquon Barkley, say, hey, we can put up 21, 24 points. We dare another team to put that amount of points up against our defense.
Absolutely. Teams should fear Jalen Hurts. I go back to my childhood. It only took my mom whooping my butt one time when she grabbed that belt for me to have some fear. We know what Jalen Hurts is capable of. Now, you may not see it consistently week in and week out. You know what A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith are capable of.
All right. Well, whatever.
Well, I mean, I think if he gets back to using his legs, you should fear him.
I don't have, honestly, like, all right, bigger worry in the playoffs, Jalen Hurts' play or coaches and play calling?
Oh, well, it's the coach.
Yeah, agree.
I'm the dumbest coach in the world.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, Jalen Hurts could come out and not have a great game, sure. Like
He just needs to go rogue then.
Right.
You know?
That's what I said at the beginning of the show.
Yeah.
Just don't call plays. Just let him go out there every time. Could you do worse than yesterday or Sunday?
Not in the second half. I don't think
Seriously,
so.
when is Jalen at his best? For me, Jalen's at his best, obviously when he's confident, but when he's out there and it's not a scripted, stiff offense. Right? Like when he's out there and it's play action and he's making plays and he's moving around and he's getting involved in the running game and he's rolling. That's when they're at their best. They're at their worst when they're predictable and they're just like the Eagles just try to get through games rather than riding momentum. They thought at 13-0 they weren't going to lose that game.
Game was over.
And I never felt like that.
No. Not on the road against a good team.
It was a matter of time before they were going to. The defense held them at the goal line, which was miraculous. They weren't going to be able to keep doing that. Not in today's NFL. Ray, bigger worry for you, Jalen Hurts' quarterback player or the coaches and the play calling and the offense?
So I'm not doing a good enough job.
Yeah, I'm going absolutely with the coaching here. I mean,
That's in my notes.
I think his notes have been second half, we've got a lead. I love this defense. Vic Fangio, do your job. And that's a terrifying thing because you had Bills shut out until, 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter?
5 or 6.
That was when they scored the touchdown? Yeah. I mean, you're asking your defense to do too much. The dam is going to break at some point.
So early Andy Reid, when they were losing those NFC championship games.
Yeah, with no wide receivers.
So he would say everything's fine. You don't need a lot of talent. We don't need wide receivers. But what would tend to happen, I remember when John Fox was the defensive coordinator of the Giants, Andy Reid would always struggle against those defenses. John Fox, for whatever reason, matched up really well against the Eagles and Andy Reid. But what you would see when the games get bigger, when the teams get better, that also normally means that you're facing better coordinators.
Right.
Like Vic Fangio. Vic Fangio's a Super Bowl winning coordinator.
Was John Fox the head coach of that Carolina team that came in and beat him?
He was. Yep.
That was like 14-3 or something.
Yep,
I want to say, right?
2003.
Yeah.
So when you face the better coordinators like Vic Fangio, it's going to be more difficult. When Kevin Patullo faces a good defensive coordinator in the playoffs, what the hell's going to happen?
Exactly.
He's overmatched in a regular season game, for crying out loud. So now you're going to have Nick Sirianni and Kevin Patullo trying to outcoach some great defensive coordinator like Vic Fangio.
Yeah.
Were we in a debate?
You gotta be worried about it. You know, because you see. I also love the shots. They did a good job with it during the game. The shots of the booth of Fangio and Joe Brady.
Yeah.
They had Brady up there screaming the F-bomb.
Oh, yeah.
After the 20-yard sack, Brady was pissed.
Totally.
And
Yeah.
Fangio's up there. He's great.
Yeah.
But that's my bigger worry, Ray. That's for sure. Not that Jalen Hurts isn't going to show up. I know, believe me, I know that it's easy to put that out there and the way that Jalen Hurts has played at times this year. Sure. But I've also seen Jalen Hurts in Super Bowls outplay Pat Mahomes. Something Josh Allen hasn't done.
Right.
And any
Lamar
of these
Jackson hasn't done it.
And is Lamar coming back for that game against the Steelers?
I don't know.
Win and you're in? Did you see the line on that game in Pittsburgh?
Baltimore's favored probably by 2 to 3 points.
3.5.
Yeah.
It's up to 3.5 now?
Yeah.
Was on the Bet Parks app this morning.
Yeah.
2.5 yesterday.
Have you seen Pittsburgh try to move the football? My God.
Such a shame.
Oh.
That was that was so much fun watching them lose that game on Sunday.
It was, but I wanted Myles Garrett to get the sack.
Yeah, it would have been nice.
That would have been nice to take down Aaron Rodgers.
He's got Burrow this weekend, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that offensive line won't protect
No,
him.
but no, true. But I just wanted to see Myles Garrett hammer the Steelers into the ground.
Yeah. Pittsburgh's offensive line stinks too.
Always. Yeah. That's with Salciunas.
That's right. It stinks.
Yep. All right, coming up, Rex Ryan said on Get Up yesterday, the Eagles are better than they get credit for.
Okay.
Are they? We'll discuss. Middays with Marks, 97.5 The Fanatic.
Mays. He's Ray Dunn. Here comes John. Ray, the Temple Owls are underdogs at Charlotte tonight. Your thoughts?
Better not be underdogs with the score is final.
I'm going to put myself through it again tonight.
Yeah, these two, it's like
It's
they have
torture.
They have their own little podcast whenever Harry comes in. They're like, why are you talking like Charlotte and Temple?
Yeah, we should start a podcast.
We should.
Yeah.
It was my idea. You guys said no. Harry said he has enough podcasts.
That's true. I think we did come to that.
We
Harris.
did?
Yeah, you've hit your podcast quota.
I'd do it.
All right, so check this out. The when Uncle Jamie and I were doing the YouTube show with the college football picks, we would start off with football, college football talk. And it was happening right when James Franklin got fired. So every week for like 3-4 weeks, we were talking about who's Penn State going to hire, the reaction to James Franklin getting fired.
Right.
And so just by like putting the Penn State in the title of it, by putting Penn State and James Franklin, you're finding people that don't even necessarily subscribe to the Fanatic, and they're finding you because they're looking for content, right?
Right.
So is there enough people out there for Temple football or basketball that would have the hunger for the podcast?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
No.
Al Scoop's kind of got the market cornered on that one.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean anything. If you can be better than it, then take it.
I mean, come on.
So if you're telling me that there is a market, it's just that they tune in the app. It doesn't mean that they only will listen to one thing.
They would want more.
Yeah, it tells me that there are people out there, maybe limited.
Yeah.
It's not Penn State, but it may be limited. But what I learned was that like there were thousands of people that were tuning in for this Uncle Jamie's
Because you were talking about Penn State.
Yeah, because when we didn't talk about Penn State, 50 people watched it.
Right.
When we talked about Penn State, 4,000 people watched it. So, I mean, it's not a bad idea. Why not?
One of my most successful episodes of the golf podcast was when we were talking about Josh Allen playing golf, because Bill's Mafia must have found it, and it exploded.
And then once one place picks it up, then everybody else picks it up.
Exploded. Like the numbers we got off that were mind-blowing.
Wow.
Yeah.
There you go, Ray.
I would be interested in the athletic side of this, hearing me do a podcast with Harry, and the I think,
fine line
that I'd be walking in discussion with Harry over his feelings on some things. No.
Oh.
So you're worried based on your relationship with Temple Athletics?
Based on the fact that the check comes from Temple.
You might want to stay away from
I could ruin his play-by-play gig because of my honest opinions, which are all fact-based.
Right, yeah, Ray doesn't have honest opinions when it comes to his employer.
Gotcha.
Everyone hears me talk about Temple, and no matter what I say, everyone assumes it's the company line.
Okay.
Right, it's understandable.
Yeah.
You get some people that do Phillies broadcasts that are very positive, and you get others like Larry Anderson that tells it like it is.
Right.
You would not be Larry Anderson.
I'm an L.A. guy.
You're Larry Anderson.
Yeah. Well,
right,
Larry
you're Ben Davis, or they're very positive.
You could pitch in the bigs and be Larry Anderson.
Ricky Bo, Harry.
Right.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Ben Davis, Ray.
Right.
Hey.
And I like Ben Davis. That's not a criticism. I like Ben. But Ben's very positive, right? Yeah. Ricky Bo tells it like it is. Larry Anderson tells it like it is.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a good idea, Ray.
It could, yeah.
Larry's paid by the Phillies. It doesn't stop him from being honest. You.
Right, because there's a lot of Larry Andersons out there.
Right.
Temple will be like, yeah, we got this big broadcast school right here.
Yeah.
Right.
We got another 20-something we could slide in
Ray's
there.
ripping the coach and saying he should be fired.
We got 20 more Rays.
Yeah. Luke Eli, come on down.
Yeah, they really do have 20 more.
They do. It's a factory.
And you've positioned yourself.
It's a broadcast factory.
Yes, absolutely. All right, there he is. That's Ray. All right, we're going to play Rex Ryan. Oh, I can't wait to hear this. Rex Ryan talking about the Eagles. There he is.
No, final word is that the Eagles are a hell of a lot better than people think. And I get it. The offense has struggled, but this is a championship caliber defense again.
With Jalen Carter healthy.
Playing at home is going to be critical.
Yeah, he's right.
Yeah, he's right.
He's right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yep.
All this stuff about is Jalen good enough to win or whatever, like, yeah, of course the quarterback has to play well. The defense we saw play on Sunday is a championship. It's literally a championship defense.
It is.
And is it better than last year? I mean, it's not worse.
I think it is.
Yeah, it's definitely not worse.
Yeah.
That defensive line, we were worried. The defensive line in like middle of the season with injuries, it didn't look great. How did it look on Sunday?
Well, yeah, I mean, you get the Jalen Phillips in there, and Brandon Graham coming back has made some plays.
Bond has gotten back to being one of the best linebackers, and you know what? The secondary, man, I can't say enough about these guys. Blankenship was playing well again on Sunday.
They were flying around, man, making plays.
Fast, athletic, making plays. Quinyon Mitchell's unbelievable.
Yep.
I mean, Dory Jackson, he might give up a reception or two.
Yeah, but it hasn't been like it was in the beginning of the season when everybody was thinking every team's going to game plan against them and kill them. It hasn't happened.
Oh. Wasn't that long ago we were Jacorian Bennett we were bringing in. We were trading for Slay, or Slay was coming in. No.
That's the last club I've been in. The Dory Jackson Fan Club.
There you go. You're not in it?
I'm in it.
You're still in it?
Yeah, I'm still in it. I've been in it.
Well, you're in the Jordan Love club too.
That's true. True. Always looking for love.
Did we have a poll on whether or not you're – because as far as I'm concerned, the biggest reason for the Eagles to go all out and win the game on Sunday is to face the Packers.
Yes.
Because otherwise you're going to play the Rams or the Niners. They will beat the Packers.
No, you can't play the Seahawks.
Unless you got – no.
No.
It's a shame that this makes football sense because I really would have loved the world where you were rooting for the better opponent strictly because you wanted to spend a week talking about how I should be rooting for
I am. I do. The Packers is the easier game.
Right. It makes football sense.
Also, you're a Packer and a Jordan Love fan, so you're going to be rooting for
Jordan Love
the
fan.
Packers.
He's not a Packer fan.
Well, you have to be by proxy if you
Jordan
love the
Love moves on, I'm moving on with him.
All right. So here's what you do. You go get his Utah State jersey somewhere, and you wear that one.
All right. Sounds good. I'm in on that.
All right. We'll find it for
Wow,
you.
That was easy.
Oh, where's Utah State jersey? I'm not wearing it out to the bar during the game.
No.
I'll wear it on the air, though.
I'm not asking you once Friday hits at 2 o'clock when the week's over. You do whatever the hell you want after that.
I appreciate that.
The week leading into the game, you're rooting for the Packers because of Jordan Love.
No, I'm not.
That's that.
Notice how he said, when I'm out at the bar watching the game.
It's always-
Is he ever not in a bar?
It's always the bar.
Tonight I won't be.
No?
No.
Why?
Working.
What are you working?
At NBC.
Oh, you're working at NBC. Gotcha. Well, I didn't know because I know you weren't doing play-by-play tonight.
No.
No.
Oh, because there's 2 games tonight.
There's, 2
Flyers
games.
and Sixers.
Flyers are at 10.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, they're in Vancouver.
I'll be asleep when you guys start the show tomorrow. I can assure you that.
Yep. I may be asleep to start the show tomorrow.
Well, because you'll be locked in tonight.
I can't wait.
Flyered up.
I can't wait. All right, coming up, Jeff Mosher. He has reviewed the film. What does he say? I swear, every week we bring on Jeff. There's like a week or two where we're like, all right, feeling better about the offense, better play calling, more creativity. And then last night happens. We'll talk about it with Jeff Mosher coming up next. Middays with Marks, 97.5 The Fanatic.
Now on 97.5 The Fanatic Sports Update.
Will they play? I'm Ray Dunn with this Fanatic Sports Update. The Eagles have a chance at the number 2 seed with a win on Sunday against the Commanders and a loss by the Bears against the Lions. Now, will they play their starters to get that number 2 seed? That's the big question this week. Was the big question with Nick Sirianni yesterday when he met with the media.
There's still things up in the air as far as seeding goes, right? I mean, it's pretty similar to where we were last week. We'll end up doing what we think's the best for the team, and we're still thinking through that. That's not a decision I have to make today.
And we'll talk through it with Jeff Mosher coming up and everything going on with the Birds in the next segment. 76ers have the Grizzlies tonight at 8 o'clock. That game right here on the Fanatic. Flyers have the Canucks at 10. That game on our sister station, WMMR. This update's also brought to you by AutoZone. What makes AutoZone America's #1 battery destination? Because they offer free battery testing and charging and reliable replacement batteries, and they've always got your battery solution. Get in the zone, AutoZone. I'm Ray Dunn, your home for the Sixers. Flyers, the best Birds talk in town. 97.5 The Fanatic and 97.5thefanatic.com.
Out of both ears.
Oh.
We're back. That's Harry Mays. I'm John Marks. He's Ray Dunn. And joining us right now from the Philly Voice and, of course, Inside the Birds with great coverage is Jeff Mosher. Moshe, how are you, buddy?
What's up, fellas?
What is going on? I was saying this earlier in the show. I feel like that we're doing the same call for the fifth or sixth time this week, which is, what is going on with the offense? Where's the creativity? How do you not have a completion in the second half? So I'll just leave it there. What is going on with the offense? What happened with the creativity? Why do they not have a completion in the second half? What the hell's going on, Jeff?
You know, at this time, I think I'm just like everybody else, and probably the Eagles coaches, where throw your hands up in the sky and say, I don't know. You know, I mean, it's hard to even judge, honestly, creativity, innovation, things like that when you only run, I think, 16 off if you don't count the kneel down, right? They didn't even run enough plays in the second half to really accurately evaluate whether they were being creative, innovative, attacking something or not. I'm at a loss for words. I definitely felt this, though. I felt that despite the fact that they came out throwing the ball pretty well in the first half, even with the rain, and, you know, that fourth possession, I think it was the second possession or first and second quarter, where Hurts threw a beautiful pass to Devontae Smith right between two people. You know, one of those throws that we've seen a little bit more of this year that we haven't seen in the past, which has shown some growth in his game. And then he rolled right and hit A.J. Brown on another really beautiful pass on the sideline. You know, they were moving the ball well, but there were a couple of plays in the first half still that really made me annoyed just as an analyst. You know, there was a second and long submissive run, and then when they got down to the 13 and they're up 10-0, and it was 3rd and 8, and they threw a lateral screen to Dallas Goedert, which to me, it looked almost like they just didn't want to turn the ball over there. Well, I know that's been their whole, but you have a chance to put the ball in the end zone there, right? I mean, even if it's an incomplete, fine, you're going to take the field goal anyway. But you didn't even throw the ball forward, and that bothered me because the Bills have been coming back from double-digit deficits all year long. You can't treat 10-0 like, let's settle and get 13-0. I'm sure in their mind they felt like, hey, this screen might work and we'll get some yards. But I'm also sure in their mind they thought, safer than trying to, you know, try something else there. And, you know, that kind of mentality, I think, carried into the second half, and certainly it was a very conservative second half.
Don't forget about the obligatory 3rd and long run to Shipley. We had another one of those last week.
The coward draw?
Yeah, on their own 25, 3rd and 8, and they give it to Shipley. I'm like, what are we doing here? But was there anything that you saw from Buffalo's defensive side? Did they do anything different in the second half, or was it just Eagles being ultra conservative?
Yeah, and that's where it was hard for me Harry, to like get a beat on it because they only had 7 dropbacks, right? So it's not like we have a whole like a heavy dose of things or snaps to evaluate what they did defensively. Yeah, I mean, they pressured Hurts in the first half. He beat the pressure pretty well. We talked about some of those completions. I think they backed off a little bit in the second half on those dropbacks, but also most of those dropbacks in the second half were 3rd and long. The Eagles have lived in 3rd and long all year long. In fact, you know, we do a show called Inside the Data on Inside the Birds with our data expert Sam Finkel, and he puts a chart together of 3rd down, and the Eagles, amazingly, all year long, have had more 3rd and long than 3rd and short and 3rd medium combined, and it's not even close. They just exist offensively in 3rd and long, and I would love to sit here and tell you that's not I think any coach, right? If you pulled any coach, offensive coach especially, out and said, hey, is this a recipe for success? They would smack you in the head and say, of course it's not. And yet you look at the Eagles and they're 11-5, or 12, whatever it is now. So it's not a recipe for success overall, but for the Eagles it has worked. And I'm sure that doesn't mean they want to live there, but I do think it factors into their thinking when they are not as aggressive as we'd like them to be, that this has been a winning formula for them.
Yeah, the way that Sirianni talked after the game, because Harry and I were talking about this earlier, like it almost seems like a plan by the Eagles, not to not get a completion, but to be conservative because it's something that's worked for them. We're up by 13 points. We're not going to take risks. We've seen them do it this year. But the way Sirianni talked after the game, it doesn't seem like that's like that was the plan to be ultra conservative. Does Patullo like I'm trying to make sense of how you get there, and like you said, they can't get anything going, so you can't even. There's not a lot of things to look at, but it just seems like the predictability: run on first down, run on second down, you're 3rd and 8, and then it's incomplete, and then you're punting, and like they just keep doing the same thing over and over and over again. And Cam Jurgens isn't doing a great job blocking in those interior runs.
Right. They clearly, we've talked about this all year long. No matter how it looks, no matter what they add as far as either jumbo or spread empty, they want to get to a place where they're running the ball. They ran the ball more than anybody did in the league last year, won a Super Bowl, and even in their struggles, they have tried to run the ball consistently this year. I mean, Saquon, amazingly, for all the struggles he's had, he's still, I think, top 10 or 11 in rushing yards and top 5 or 6 in carries because they keep trying to run the ball because they feel like that is what eventually is going to get them to where they want to go. So that's why we look at it as like, why are you being conservative? And they look at it as, no, that's who we are and what we want to do, and we don't want to deviate too far from our identity. And, almost every coach you'll ever speak to will talk about doubling down on their process, even if it's not going well, because you don't want to completely change and deviate from who you are, especially when you're winning. And I think that that's a big part of it. So I'm really fascinated, I'm sure you guys are too, to see how this season ends up. If the Eagles somehow win a Super Bowl, it's only going to reinforce that their process is their process. It's done really well. And even if it's struggling, they need to abide by the principles that they're currently coaching by. But if they don't, it's sort of like, well, then what happens? If they get to the conference championship game and lose a close one, do they probably have any impetus to want to change? But if they lose in the first round, do they take a step back, look at the strides that I think Jalen Hurts has made as a passer this past year, and do they go into next year thinking, all right, we can open this thing up a little bit more. We need to. We can't just rely on what we relied on in the past. We have to evolve offensively. Or do they look at it and say, hey, we won all these games. We were in there. We lost early in the playoffs, but we were close. All we got to do is get our offensive line healthy and functional again, and then we just can run the same offense that we've ran for 5 or 6 years. I'm fascinated to see how it goes. I really don't know, because you don't get a tell, right, from this coaching staff on if they really believe that they need to change or adapt or evolve with their pass offense.
Yeah, Jeff, now the way I'm talking to Jeff Mosher inside the Birds, Philly Voice, the one big question now as we kind of go into this week, the door's wide open for the Eagles to be the number 2 seed. Number 2 seed means that, like it worked out well for them last year, maybe another playoff game, but also you're going to be facing the Packers rather than the NFC West opponent. What would you do? There's talk of, Nick didn't want to answer after the game, but do you play your starters? Do you rest your starters? What would you do, and what do you think the team ends up doing?
I mean, it's a good question, because to me, if you're asking me, I feel like that extra home game that you would get is huge. I mean, it's hard to go and win at the Link, and the Eagles have obviously a great home field advantage in that regard. So you get the second seed, you get that extra home game. At the same time, the Eagles have the best road win record in the league since Nick Sirianni became head coach, and it's not even close. And there's not any teams, I think, I guess it would be to Chicago, right? If they finish with the 2, you would probably take in the second round, you'd go to Chicago. It's not that crazy of a trip, but I would love, again, to have the home game, not to have to get on a plane. I think that there's some advantages to that. So, but I would go for the 2 seed, me personally. That's what I would do. I don't know what the Eagles will do. I don't know how they view the matchups. I don't know how they're going to weigh their road success versus their home success and how well they've been on the road. So I definitely understand that guys like Jalen Carter and Lane Johnson and probably and certainly the offensive linemen could probably use some extra rest and not have to play in the season finale. So I get that too. I'm not sure there is a wrong decision, because if you're confident that they could go on the road in the second round and win, then, you might see the value in the rest. But me personally, I like a home game in the second round.
Yeah, me too. But I think Tanner can go beat the Commanders.
That's another thing.
That's a great point.
Yeah.
That is a good point.
Yeah, and
it does feel like that Giants game from when he had to play and roasted them a couple of years ago.
Right.
You're basically playing a bunch of backups who are starters for that team. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Jeff, appreciate it, buddy. Happy New Year. We'll talk to you next week.
All right, guys. Have a great one.
All right,
Thanks.
you too. There he is. So I can start doing Happy New Year because I'm not going to talk to Jeff till next week. Can we start doing Happy New Year?
Yeah.
Or is it too early?
I think you can start doing it.
How about everybody else? Like I could say Happy New Year to callers and things like that?
Yeah,
sure.
Feel like it.
Okay.
Not Herb, because you're going to talk to Herb tomorrow. But other than that,
yeah, I mean,
And Herb will just text me.
he'll text
Right.
him.
he might text you at midnight.
Yeah.
You know what? I might just invite him over.
Hey,
Sit-
man, that
sit down on
sounds
the
like a
couch
party.
next to me.
Does Herb text you more than I get from Nick Kale?
No.
Okay.
No, because with Herb, if you don't text him back, then he lays off.
Okay.
Your buddy Nick Kale's that texts you a lot?
A lot.
Oh, there you go. Right? No, Herb actually didn't text me over the holidays much at all.
Well, he was busy.
He's working all the
Yeah.
time. No, agreed. But when he was in Miami, see, whenever Herb's on vacation, he's busy texting me pictures.
Is that? Oh, yeah. He texts you a picture of that woman that he met, right?
The woman, and then when he was in Brazil, he texted me pictures of she was shirtless.
Oh yeah, with Brazilian
did-
ladies.
No,
Oh.
I thought he was shooting a shot. Is what I thought maybe he was doing.
Was he down there for the Eagle game?
He was.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was rather uncomfortable.
He gets around.
Yeah,
Okay.
if I can ever have Herb's life, no, I'll show you the pictures that he sent to me. Actually, what year was that? Did he do it? Yeah, no, he said he was a shirtless picture of him.
Yeah.
I was wondering, he's in Brazil, he's feeling lonely.
Well, that's a place to be shirtless.
Right.
You know. you don't go to Blue Mountain and be shirtless.
No, you would not
Right.
go to Blue Mountain and be shirtless.
Maybe Ray would.
Something has gone horribly wrong if you're shirtless at Blue Mountain.
But Ray's seen the pictures that he sent.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they were pretty disturbing. That he sent me. All right, coming up.
Not as disturbing as the video. The video was very disturbing.
But it was AI. Did you see were you on the air for the AI video of Herb?
No.
You didn't see it?
I don't think so.
I think you saw the video because you mentioned Miami, and you've seen the video of him with the woman. That was AI.
I saw a picture.
Oh, yeah, it was AI. Woman's not real.
She's not real?
No, not real.
No, but in the picture he saw, she's real.
Yeah.
He made some poor server take a picture with her.
Yeah.
Oh, that's real. The video of him's not. We'll
Okay.
send you the fake
All right.
video. Yeah, had a friend make a fake AI video of him with a woman.
Oh man.
Yeah, good stuff.
610-632-0975. We'll go to Ish. Also, Harry's got a plan for July. What is he doing?
January.
Or July. What am I talking about? Harry's got a plan for January, which is only a few days away.
Yes.
Can he do it? We'll discuss coming up next. Middays with Marks, 97.5 The Fanatic. James with Marks. I was showing Harry some pictures that Herb sent me when he was in Brazil. What are your thoughts on them?
Oh, man. I can't unsee some of those.
Right.
You know?
How do you think I felt?
Burns in your brain.
I was at home, and all of a sudden it's like, who's this messaging me? And I look, and it's shirtless Herb pictures. He's got one picture. It's almost like a fupa.
I think some of them are a mistake. Like, I think that was by accident.
I agree.
Yeah. I'm gonna keep saying that to myself, that was by accident.
Right. I mean,
yeah.
No, that's how the video, they made the AI video because one of his buddies that works with him at the Wells Fargo Center, he sent him a video, and then Herb doesn't understand.
The AI video is incredible.
Really is.
Wow.
It's on our Twitter page, right?
Yeah, it is.
Is it really?
Yep. 975.
Oh, man.
Well, that's who alerted us to us that it was fake.
Okay.
So, anyway. There you go.
Wow.
Shame on us, really, for believing it.
Yeah, you're right. But it was live on the air, and he did send me a picture with a woman that wasn't AI. It was this poor server that
I saw that one.
Yeah. Right. Anyway. All right, so, Harry, you have a plan for the month of January.
Yeah.
What is it?
I'm going to attempt a dry January. I've never tried it before.
A dry January?
Yeah. A lot of people I know have done it and do it every year.
I know some people that do it.
Yeah. Sure. I'm going to attempt it.
So does that mean that your overall consumption in December has been higher than normal?
No, it's pretty normal.
But it's normal, but on average,
it's high.
It's high.
It's normal. Yes. But my idea for it is that like Michelob Ultra, maybe even Miller High Life, doesn't count.
Oh, so it's just vodka, cranberry,
vodka, and bourbon.
Okay, so liquor,
hard stuff.
So it's a dry January.
Does that
liquor.
count? Like if I can, still sip on a beer.
That's a damp January.
That's is that what you call it?
No, I think that
good on
sounds-
the fly.
Sounds like
that was pretty good.
Thank you.
The spirit,
Every once in a while.
the spirit of dry January is no liquor or no alcohol at all.
None.
But
I don't consider that really alcohol.
yeah, that's.
I mean,
I agree with you.
Yeah.
I think if you stick to lighter beer,
yeah, I want to know what the people think because I want to do it.
All right,
it's a noble effort. Yeah,
put it out
sure.
there for the YouTube.
It's going to
chat.
be hard. It's going to be very difficult.
What's going to be what day or situation will be the most difficult?
Like a random Tuesday where it's dark outside at 4:00 and I'm done for the day. That's when it's going to get difficult. Yes.
Go get some edibles or something. Just change up the Just go change it up. It's legal.
Yes.
Just go change it up. Just go from one vice to the next.
Yeah, right.
Like, go bet like $10,000 on a game and take a gummy.
Yeah, there you go.
You'll be fine.
Question for the dry January.
Yeah.
Does it begin at midnight of, like, I'm not assuming
When does
you're
it
a big,
start?
Yeah.
Well,
New
yeah,
Year's Eve guy,
I'll
but-
probably be in bed before midnight
Right.
anyway.
But for someone that would do it, would New Year's Eve count?
I think you'd start it on New Year's Day whenever you
Got it.
wake up.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Okay.
That seems fair.
That's fine.
Yeah.
All right. I'm even proud of you for trying just with the Michelob Ultra. Does that mean on the Tuesday you would just drink the Michelob Ultra, or is that in a social situation?
That's not drinking to me. Like
Right.
Ultra. Yeah.
Because I don't even know if I've drank in December. I may have,
Yeah.
but I only do it in social situations. I never sit at home and drink.
But January is a tough month because there's all the college football. They got the NFL playoffs. There's a lot of reasons to get together, convene with people like Ray.
Right.
You know,
Exactly.
and whack beers.
Ray would you wouldn't be able to do it.
Can you do it?
No, I've thought about this. I've always had maybe I'll do it this month, but I think about it. January, you got playoff football.
Right.
And, it's also
Like, what's the
conference
month
season.
where it would be easy?
There is no good
There
month.
is none.
Right.
No, February, you can't do it. March, then you get into baseball season. Where am I going to go to the ball game, not have a beer? Like, that's a
Right,
problem.
yeah.
When I go down the shore, not have a beer?
It sounds like a problem for sure.
Yeah, it's a problem.
It is a problem.
You can't find the time to not drink.
Yeah.
So how long do you think you can go? Right.
Oh, me?
Yeah, you.
2 weeks.
Okay.
2
Yeah.
weeks. It would be that third weekend where I turn down plans, where I'm
Yeah.
like, nah.
So it's more social for you than anything. Like
Right.
Harry, I think it's with Harry it may be like a physical withdrawal symptoms.
I've gone 3 days.
What?
You know, I mean, I'm getting some people on. I'm getting some folks on the YouTube chat that say they'll do it with me.
Really?
D Flyers 100. He's in.
So they'll just drink light beer rather than liquor.
Well, yeah.
I'll give up liquor for January. That works.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
You don't really drink liquor, though, do you?
No, not really.
Yeah, see, well,
Right.
you're not giving up anything.
Well, I sometimes have like the canned vodka drinks, so that technically
that
giving up
counts,
something
I
like
guess.
a stateside
Are they,
seltzer.
but is that real? Is that
High noons?
significant? I don't drink those.
They're
but-
5%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll stick with the beer as well and the light beer. Actually, no, I just got some good IPAs, so I'm probably gonna.
All right, so is this are we setting the contract right now? You're
Yeah.
going to have a damp January?
If I like that word. I like
Yeah,
that
damn
phrase.
January.
Great term.
That's
Let's
a good
do
one.
it.
Yeah.
You too, Ray?
Yeah.
No IPAs for you.
Ah.
That's what it would have to be.
You got to give up something.
Yeah, you can't just be
I
like, yeah.
just got all these IPAs.
But you just said that you don't like liquor anyway, so you're giving up something you don't like.
I thought
No,
I
you
don't
have to-
like it. I drink rum plenty.
You're a nice
Oh,
young.
yeah?
I just got bourbon too over the holiday.
What'd you get?
I couldn't tell you. I don't know. It was
Yeah,
in
it's
the
in
bag.
Oh, it's
Fugazi. Thank you.
I got a nice bottle of Basil Hayden.
I was drinking that with my dad on Christmas
Yeah.
Eve.
Really?
Yeah.
Before church?
After. No, that was
After
that was a
church.
nightcap type
After.
situation.
Yeah, Ray
No.
texted us he's on the way to Mass on Christmas Eve.
Just want Nate to know.
Yep.
Felt like Nate needed to know.
I felt like he did too. Let's go. All right. So it's signed, sealed, delivered. So again, what are you doing, Ray? Because Harry already stated what he's doing. If he's drinking Michelob Ultra, he can't have withdrawal symptoms.
Right.
So he needs something.
I'll stick to the Ultra as well. I'll go Ultra, like light beer. I'll go light beer for all of January.
So you're a Corona guy, right? 'Cause you've been doing the Corona stuff. So Miller Lite, Coors Light, nothing.
Yeah, all light beer.
Okay.
All light
right.
beer January.
Okay. All right. A damp January. Ish is calling from Levittown. Ish, go ahead. Hello.
Hey, John, how are you?
What up, dude?
I have a question for you. Do you think, like, I know the regular season is like, it's kind of like a test for the Eagles. Do you think when the playoffs come that the offense would change? Because I believe in Jalen. The last couple of playoffs, he's been having good games. So I believe like when the playoffs come around, I think it's going to be like a totally new season for the offense. And then once the offense starts clicking, the defense is going to play a huge role in us winning. So I really don't have a concern. I was just wondering your opinion on that. Harry too.
Well, I think if he starts running the ball a little bit more, the quarterback, things
That
can
opens up
change.
everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Agreed.
To extend the play, right?
Well, I mean, even designed runs.
As a part of their offense.
Yeah, as a part of the offense.
You know what
moving
is
the football.
I think. I mean, the biggest thing for me is the offensive line's just not as effective because of injury or whatever.
And I
else.
don't think that's going to change.
I don't think
much.
that's going to change.
You get Lane Johnson back.
Yeah.
Which should help.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, too, just two quick things. That's the thing, too, I don't think anybody's recognizing. A lot of the offensive linemen aren't getting off their blocks, and that's a huge problem. And I don't know if that can be fixed. They're just tired or they're hurt or Tyler Steen's not playing well. It's a lot going on within the offensive line.
Yeah, some of them are definitely hurt. But there was Buffalo Bills players in that backfield.
All game. All second half.
Yeah.
Yep.
All game long. And is Ray there today?
Yeah.
Apparently, Ray went viral, too. We have to get to that. Go ahead, Ish.
Yeah, I heard, Ray, I heard you left cookies and milk for Santa Claus, and Santa didn't come to your house. He left you a big bag of coal, and you ate all the cookies. Is that true, Ray? That you left Santa some cookies, sugar cookies, in your little tidy whities under the Christmas tree?
Hey, now you took it to a weird spot.
It's
Ish, I just need to not talk for you to end up making this very, very uncomfortable for everyone.
All right, we need If Bayless. Thank you, Ish. We need If Bayless.
Nope.
Ray and Tidy Whities underneath the
Tidy
tree.
Whities.
Please no.
Sugar cookies.
Sugar cookies.
Cigarettes.
All the
Cigarettes are fine. Once you start undressing me with AI, that's when it becomes an issue.
So from our show sheet, Harry, it says, I'm going viral for my take that the biggest thing that scares me in the postseason is the Eagles themselves. You went viral?
Yes.
That went viral?
Yeah. I don't know why. I don't like now I've all of a sudden become main character. Best comment we got on that is, who's this guy? That was my favorite of all the
Nice.
comments on it. But yeah, it's
Nice.
Really?
we hit the Eagles algorithm and people are fighting in the
They're
mentions of
fighting
it.
over it?
Over the Eagles. I didn't think it was, when I was going on the radio yesterday, I didn't think it was anything that was going to, viral. But yeah, it's kind of scary. I don't like these people fighting in my mentions.
All right.
Get out of my comments section.
Yeah, viral Ray. There you go. All right, so you think the Eagles, the biggest, because I've seen a lot of people say this now. In fact, Kevin Kincade of Crossing Broad put out a video, and he said he might have stolen it from you. He said that He said that, screw the Rams. My biggest fear this postseason is the Eagles themselves.
Yeah.
I mean, at this point, I watched the Rams lose to the Falcons, lose to the Panthers.
Yeah, Panthers.
Yeah.
The South stinks.
Rams lost to Tampa at home.
Are we ready to anoint the
a couple
Bears?
months ago.
No.
Like, that's what I mean. Like, who are you sitting here looking at the field like, oh, I'm terrified of?
No. The way the Niners are playing, no, but there's nobody in the NFC that terrifies you. But
Nobody talks about the Seattle Seahawks, and yet they're not, right now.
So they're
going to
win. Yeah,
they're the one.
Nobody. Everybody wants to play them.
Yeah,
no one's worried about them.
Right.
So they win the Super Bowl.
Somehow
this
they
year.
won 13 games.
Sam Darnold. No one buys them. The Eagles could lose. By the way, the Eagles could lose to any of these teams. The Eagles could beat any of these teams. And the worry really is the second half of the Bills game. We know the defense is legit. We know the offense has some players on it, the offensive line and coaching and all that stuff. 610-632-0975. We have the text line. We have the phone lines. Also, Ryan Clark after Monday Night Football said the Rams have fallen back to the rest of the pack. Do we believe that? That's coming up next. Also, the Cowboys released Trayvon Diggs, according to Todd Archer of ESPN. There seemed to be some stuff that was going on there.
Oh, boy.
We'll talk about that coming up next. Middays with Marks, 97.5 The Fanatic.
Now on 97.5 The Fanatic Sports Update.
Who's going to play? I'm Ray Dunn with this Fanatic Sports Update. The big question of the week, who will play on Sunday for the Birds in Week 18 against the Commanders? There is still a shot at the number 2 seed. If the Lions beat the Bears and the Eagles take care of business against the Commanders, the Birds will get the number 2 seed. The question is, who's going to take the field Sunday with that still at stake? Nick Sirianni didn't give much of an answer yesterday.
There's still things up in the air as far as seeding goes, right? I mean, it's pretty similar to where we were last week. We'll end up doing what we think's the best for the team, and we're still thinking through that. That's not a decision I have to make today.
We spoke to Jeff Mosher about that decision, about everything going on with Birds earlier on the show. You catch that conversation one more time on our website or the Fanatic app. 76ers have the Grizzlies tonight 8. You catch the game right here on the Fanatic. Pre-game coverage beginning at 7:50. The Flyers have the Canucks tonight at 10. You can list that one on WMMR. This update's brought to you by Mattress Firm. Mattress Firm's once-a-year sale and clearance is here. Their sleep experts will help you find your dream bed from a quality selection. They make sleep easy. I'm Ray Dunn, your home for the Sixers, Flyers, and the best Birds talk in town. 97.5 The Fanatic, 97.5thefanatic.com.
the gap between the Los Angeles Rams and the rest of the pack has closed. I feel like the Seattle Seahawks have closed ground. The San Francisco 49ers have closed ground. You know you're going to play a Philadelphia team. Even with the inconsistencies offensively, they'll have a football team that can get stops and that have played well against the Rams in the last 2 years.
It's Ryan Clark on ESPN. Yeah, Eagles could lose to any of these teams. They could beat any of these teams. That's where we are right now. Their defense is good enough to beat any of these teams. But the offense has showed you every reason to worry about them being able to do it 3 times, which is what you'd have to do.
I mean, the Rams had an off night in the first half, but they came back in the second half.
Which you knew they were going to.
Yeah. But they threw up like an Eagles-like clunker in the first half.
They sure did.
You know?
Stafford has the pick 6.
Yeah.
I mean, they got a blocked field goal. Verse ran it back 86 yards or something.
Play?
Yeah, unbelievable. Yeah, they just when you're it's about matchups. They went in. I don't know if they went in because they were feeling bad for themselves that they weren't going to be the number 1 seed. They lost. That was a big loss to Seattle a couple weeks ago, man.
Yeah.
And they think they're just going to be able to walk in and beat Atlanta because Atlanta sucks and Kirk Cousins is the quarterback.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Bijan Robinson showed everybody why I was doing the Bijan or bust thing a couple years ago.
He's a stud.
Dude's unbelievable.
Yeah, he's a stud.
It's like he's playing a different game out there. He doesn't look like he's making cuts. And he goes wherever he wants to, like so easily.
He's ridiculous. If they'd have played Cousins the whole year, they'd probably be in the playoffs.
They'd be close.
I mean,
he's played well.
They'd have won that division.
Yeah.
He's
played well. Meanwhile, the Bucks and the Panthers are going to play for the division.
So you probably have an under 500 team could win the division.
If Tampa wins.
Tampa wins.
Who do you like in that game?
Tampa's just been so bad over the last month and a half.
I feel like they're so done with bowls.
Yeah, I kind of think that Carolina's going to win it.
I agree with you. I would go Carolina.
Yeah.
Trying to quickly go to the BetParks app and look at that. The Bucks are 2.5-point road or home favorites.
Is that at home?
It's in Tampa.
Yeah.
They keep getting that respect.
I know.
Every week they keep getting it makes me feel like 2023 with the Eagles.
I think Bowles is going to get fired even if they make the playoffs.
Yeah, bad news for the Todd.
No, but I saw something that said that look at the accomplishments. I think Schefter put it out. Look at the accomplishments he's had over. They've won however many straight. Regardless of what happens, he's not getting whacked.
He has had a lot of accomplishments, but what they should have done in hindsight was make Cohen the head coach.
Well, Canales as well went to Carolina, and he's done a hell of a job there. They play hard for him.
They do.
You like so San Francisco? That's a good Saturday because that's the first Saturday game.
Right.
Say what you want about the two teams, it's still winning in.
Absolutely.
Losing out.
I'm totally into that.
Who do you like? San Francisco hosting Seattle.
Oh,
Seattle.
It's going to be such a
1-point road favorites.
Really? Man,
I would not have picked that line.
No,
I've only Seattle line.
I've only seen them play like once this year.
Yeah, I hate Darnold. I want him to fail. That's Harry. I think you nailed it last segment. They're going to keep beating everybody because no one believes they're actually going to be able to do it.
I know.
That's a good game right there. And then you have to go to the Ravens and the Steelers.
Yep. It's going to be an ugly watch, but I'm watching it.
Sunday night to end the regular season. Yep. Ravens are 3.5-point road favorites.
Absolutely, and they should be.
And you know what they're talking about all week in Baltimore? Should Lamar make the start?
Right, or Snoop Huntley.
It's going to be Lamar if he's healthy, which I believe he's going to be. But, the Ravens, if they lose, I think there's a really good chance that Lamar's bounced.
Is this Tomlin's last game in Pittsburgh?
Schefter went on yesterday with McAfee and said that depending on what happens, Harbaugh and or Tomlin could both be gone.
That's right. That's right.
Loser loses their job, and winner keeps it for another week.
I don't. To me, it feels like that neither guy. I don't know. I think both need a change of scenery.
They do.
Both teams and both coaches need a change of scenery.
I agree.
It'd be the best for everybody.
So the winner of this game is actually the loser.
The winner of the game's the loser, right?
Right.
For all the Steelers fans, I have this one Steeler fan that I'm friends with that will not admit that the Steelers aren't winning the Super Bowl this year. Even during the show, the text conversations we have going on, it's like, no, I'm not ready to sell. Like, Steelers are still winning this game. No, like that defense can win you a Super Bowl.
Oh, stop.
And they tries to rip on the Eagles. It's like, yeah, the Eagles suck. When the Eagles suck, like I'm not going to sit here and blow smoke up your butt because I'm an Eagle fan. But he's like, no, like not over yet. But then Tomlin's the worst coach ever in the same breath.
Right.
I don't know. I don't like.
Would Tomlin waive his no trade? He has a no trade clause. Would he waive it and allow them to trade him to the Giants
if he wants to go there? Yeah. Does he want to go there? Though
they have a quarterback.
They do.
That could be deemed a franchise.
Schefter had said yesterday that he could go into do TV for a year, kind of like, all right, I'll wait for the right job, and then teams position themselves because it's like, all right, we can't fire him yet, but. Now you're looking to fire him if it's not the season.
It was sort of like when
want.
Cower was doing TV initially, and then he just kind of fell out of favor because he just kept doing.
He kept saying no and kept saying no. Yeah. But there's a lot of if the right job pops up, I'm sure he would take it. It might be nice to have a year off.
Yeah.
Harbaugh will have teams very interested in him as well. I would be
knocking the door down for him.
Yeah.
Yep.
But it depends on how many jobs become open. Like, you want to go work for the Jets? Probably not. You want to go work for the Browns? Probably not. You want to go work for the Bengals? You have Joe Burrow, but
you got a quarterback. I mean, that's the thing. I wouldn't go to a place unless they had the number one pick.
Tennessee. Got Cam Ward.
Cam Ward doesn't really excite me.
And not sold. Not a lot of talent on that team.
Yeah.
No. So we'll see. We'll see about it. But I can't. This is actually because some years it doesn't end up working out because you need things to align. Like if the Bears win, then this Eagles game doesn't mean anything. And then the Bears game doesn't mean anything. So then you can't put those games at 425. We've had a lot of years where the games just don't matter.
Right.
It's actually a couple games that matter here.
Yeah, Sunday's going to be good. And it usually isn't.
And the Bills lost. If Bills win that game, they have a chance now to be the number one seed, but now they don't.
Yeah.
So.
And what else happened was with Stafford having that clunker of a first half, Drake May could be your MVP.
And he should be.
Yeah.
Yeah, who is the let me see now. Let me see MVP.
Stafford was the favorite yesterday.
He was. Yeah. Yes.
MVP on the BetParks app, it is not listed.
Oh. It's off the board.
Off the board. Because you have offensive no, here it is. Drake May's now the favorite.
He is.
Minus 455. Wow. Stafford plus 300.
Jeez.
Lock it up. Who would you say there are three players tied for number 3 at plus 15,000 for the MVP? All quarterbacks, of course.
It's not Jalen Hurts.
Not Jalen Hurts.
How about Purdy?
How about Caleb Williams, Josh Allen, and Trevor Lawrence?
Wow, I forgot about Lawrence. He's having a great
Jags
year.
are good, man.
Yeah. Yep.
Shows you what good coaching will do. All right, coming up, we have the YouTube chat recap and a lot more. There's a lot of activity on the chat today. All right. YouTube chat recap. Your phone call, 610-632-0975. Middays with Marks, 97.5 The Fanatic. And Mays and Ray Dunn, he's off tomorrow. They're the last show of the year for Raymond. I heard Bill Colarulo, that's their last show today?
Yeah.
Last show of the year? Oh, because we have bowl games on tomorrow. I think
That's
what
right.
it is.
Feel fact on that one. Feels right.
Oh, yeah. I think there's games all day tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, when does the college football playoff? That's New Year's Eve, right?
New Year's Eve.
Yeah, so
night.
we'll have some of them, but then you have bowl games during the day.
Yeah, there's Ohio State, Miami is New Year's Eve night. I think it's 7:30.
Nice.
I want to say.
I can't wait for that.
Yeah.
So I have my Bet Parks parlay of the day, which you can find right on my sizzling hot Twitter account at John Marks Media. Tonight I have a parlay because the Sixers are back at it in Memphis.
Right.
They've lost 3 straight games on this road trip. They're 1.5 favorites. Joel Embiid's questionable. I don't know if he's going to play or not. But the Sixers aren't going to lose 4. They're favorites on the road. So I'm taking a Sixer money line, parlaying that with the Alamo Bowl.
Who's in the Alamo Bowl?
USC against TCU.
Oh.
TCU lost their quarterback to the transfer portal, so he's not playing.
Okay.
And he's actually pretty good. So it's a backup with little experience. And Lincoln Riley just wants to go in there and roll them.
Yeah.
So I'm taking just a money line UCLA or money line USC. I think they're 6-point favorites in the game, and then money line Sixers.
Okay.
There you go.
There
That's
you
my
go.
parlay. Yep. I'll be watching the Alamo Bowl.
When's that? 9 o'clock?
I think it's a 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
I can't get enough of these bowl games. I watched the Penn State Clemson.
I watched that. Yeah.
Not a great first half.
No.
You see the end of the game, they instead of pouring Gatorade on Terry Smith, they poured grass clippings.
Grass clippings because it's the Bad Boy Mowers Bowl. How about that? The Pinstripe Bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was good.
Yeah.
It was a good one. You watch that, Ray? No. No. You watch any college football? Any bowls?
Not really.
I saw the Army. Who was Army? Army beat up on somebody. I was watching a lot of that.
Army beat Connecticut.
It was Connecticut.
UConn,
Yeah. Because Jim Mora left.
Right. He went to Colorado State.
Yep. There you go.
And Chip Kelly got a job again.
How about that, man?
Yeah.
Chip Kelly taking his talents to Northwestern as the offensive coordinator.
Yeah.
We actually got Chip Kelly mentioned on the text line today.
Really?
It's the anniversary he got whacked, right?
It's the anniversary, but someone's saying he wants to see them run the offense that Chip did. Wants to see if they're going to have the defense out there for that much time. You might as well just run the hurry-up offense.
Right, you can if you don't get first downs.
Right.
Right. Well, what they're saying is there's no difference pretty much for them.
Who they play last week? Who the Eagles play last week? I'm already blanking. Who they played?
Commanders?
The Commanders. They were running a lot of hurry-up. They were running pace.
Yeah.
They like to do it, but you need first downs to do it.
It is a nice change-up, though.
Yeah. For sure.
Like run a 4-minute offense or a 2-minute offense.
What did Mosher say? That they have more third and longs than third and mids and third and shorts combined?
That's
Sounds
crazy.
right.
Yeah, if you're 3rd and 8, you're not running.
Right.
You can't run hurry up after getting 2 yards on first down and no yards on second down. It's really tough. So
Speaking of the text side, we got someone doubting the damp January.
Oh, yeah?
And how long we're going to get into this.
Is that going to be in the AI recap?
No, that's the text line. We haven't even checked in on the text line. So people not believing that
3 days.
3 days.
Is that Harry or is that Ray?
That's Harry.
Oh, no. I'll beat that.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, is there a limit to how many ultras you can drink?
Yeah, because I'll tell you this. I won't drink more than like 2.
Okay.
Yeah. It doesn't.
You're not
do
going
it-
to drink 30.
It doesn't do it for me.
No?
No.
It's just there as kind of a crutch just so you have something to sip
it's
on.
more of a hand-to-mouth thing, probably.
Okay. All right. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get to the YouTube chat recap. What do we got?
It's time for the YouTube chat recap.
How about filling us in? Let me tell you something else, man.
Watch us live on YouTube every single weekday.
I can't lie. Let me tell you something.
It's the Middays with Marks YouTube chat recap.
All right, hit me.
I swear a lot of people in this city would rather the Eagles lose 35-31 than win 13-12 just to see offense. It's mind-boggling. Sirianni is clearly a top 3 coach in the game. Mike in Pennsylvania.
Well, Mike in Pennsylvania, one isn't independent of the other.
Yeah.
When you win and you don't get a completion in the second half, how many yards did they have in the second half?
I think 15, 16, something like that.
Right. And this has been a trend. This isn't the first time. This has been a trend, and you're entering the playoffs. And I think anybody with eyes would realize that's not a good thing. So it's okay to be ticked off after a win because you realize that this is going to be trouble in the playoffs.
Absolutely.
Right? No, I don't want to lose and put up 35 points. I want to win and look like I have an offense and a play caller that's capable of winning in the playoffs.
Because you're going to need to win. You're going to need to score like 20.
You can't not have a completion in the second half of a, and you're playing a playoff caliber team. They're going to be in the playoffs, so that's the kind of team you're going to be playing. All right, what's next?
They should reboot the show Cash Cab, but it's just how long could you hear Herb ramble? And the longer you last, the more money you get. Michael from the YouTube chat.
That's brilliant.
Michael Richmond.
That's brilliant.
Yeah. You put Herb.
Yeah, I'd watch that.
Because Herb used to drive for Lyft and Uber?
Yeah, I think you told me that.
You surprised that he got banned? What? Yeah, we can ask him next time he calls in. Yeah. Otherwise, he'd still be doing it. Who are you kidding?
What?
It's a good point.
Is it because he talked too much or because of other things?
He didn't give me a lot of details.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's shady.
I don't think he did anything. I don't think he committed assault or anything.
Because I've
like
got
that.
a buddy that's banned from Lyft.
Going in Lyfts or driving Lyft?
Going in them, like using them.
Ooh. Drunk and disorderly?
Yeah. Yeah.
No, Herb's banned from driving them. He got fired from it. Next time he calls in, Ray, we'll have to ask him why he can't drive. Because I've asked him and he just moves on. When Herb doesn't want to talk about something, he just moves
on. Yeah,
he's really good at that, too.
He's got a lot of other things he can get to.
Well, I feel like we already have Cash Cab. It's called when he calls in. How much can you take? All right,
send Herb on a drive with Nate up to New York.
This is very weird. I got a phone call from an 800 number.
Yeah.
And then there's an 800 number that just popped up on the screen.
Is it the same number?
It's not. It's similar. Oh. That's what I was just looking at. All right, what's next?
Johnny walks back with sticky shoes from the 4th floor stall after playing words with friends and chatting on the YouTube chat. If Bayless from the YouTube chat...
I am not a phone... First of all, it would take a real emergency for me to go number 2 at work.
Yeah.
And if I did, it would be upstairs. It would not be on the 4th floor stall. Right?
Right. That's obviously where you're good.
And I am not... I also saw some other comments. I do not talk on the phone in the stall.
I saw that comment.
Yeah, I went in and out of these work bathrooms.
Yeah, I'm not hanging out.
No, I'm not. There are people at work that are very comfortable, like Casey Boy from the President Steve.
Oh,
show.
yeah?
He loves using the...
Goes in there and makes a half-hour party out of it.
Yeah, he's the kind... Casey would definitely try to talk to you if he knew you walked in. Hey, I can't get out of there fast enough. Yeah, no, I don't spend a lot of time in that bathroom.
You don't want to.
No.
There's nothing about that bathroom that's inviting.
People may think we exaggerate. This has been going on for 15 years, Aaron.
Yeah. No, it has. The 4th floor stall conversation. My God, it has its own Twitter feed.
For 15 years, literally, this has been going on. All right, what's next?
I would sit the defensive starters and play the offensive starters, put it on the offense to win us the 2 seed, or put us in a position to get the 2 seed, Swiss from Pennsylvania.
They might lose the game.
Yeah, they might. I think they play, and if guys are like, you're not going to try to get Nakobe Dean ready to go with a pulled hamstring, but I think everybody's going to play. That number 2 seed's important. It just is. You could end up having the NFC Championship game at home. You're playing the Packers. I'm not trying to say, I'm scared of the Rams. No, I'd rather play the Packers, and I'd rather have the higher seed because I'd rather play every home game, every playoff game at home. That's what they did last year. So I'm coming out, and my starters are playing. And if Detroit ends up getting blown out by halftime, I'll pull guys. But
right, and you can keep an eye on that.
If it's 24-3 in the third quarter, then you can take the starters out or whatever. All right, what's next?
Miller Lite is great for cleaning my paintbrushes. That's pretty much the only way it should be used. Jim from the YouTube chat.
Oh, Jim. Miller Lite is delicious beer.
It's fine.
Yes, I'm a huge Miller Lite fan.
I'm a High Life guy, but Miller Lite.
I like High Life.
Yeah.
No problem with High Life. I'll have a champagne of beer occasionally.
So is that YouTuber, is he one of those IPA snobs that Ray hangs out with?
You act like I don't drink light beer.
No, but I mean,
beer.
You hang with that ilk.
Oh, there's a million breweries around.
They live where you live.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
For sure. They dress the way I dress. They all got weird facial hair. Yeah.
White guys with beards?
Pretty much. I fit in. I tweeted this when I moved into Northern Liberties. I fit in so well in Northern Liberties when I was working evenings here because I got the mediocre facial hair, and I'm just a dude that's available somehow during the workday way too often. Now I don't fit in as much, but the neighborhood's moving around. It's like 12 on a Tuesday. You're like, don't any of you work?
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Huh.
That's funny. Way too available during the workday.
Yeah, way too available.
I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah, it's like, where are all you working?
I actually like being way too available.
Me too.
During a work day.
Oh yeah, it's great.
It's been a good run. All right, well, there's the YouTube chat recap. The Cowboys releasing veteran cornerback Trayvon Diggs, according to Todd Archer of ESPN. He'll go through the waiver process. It wasn't that long ago where he got a big contract from the Cowboys, and it's been termed as a combination of on-the-field stuff as much as it's been injury and maybe even some off-the-field stuff, like not bad that he's bad, but like he wanted – I think – didn't he want to play through some injuries this year, and the Cowboys said he wasn't ready or something like that. I don't know. But he's now gone.
Quite a day for the Diggs. You see all the Stephon Diggs
and then
stuff going on?
Stephon Diggs has been charged with strangulation and assault.
What?
From an incident on December 2nd. Now, the initial thought is he's dating Cardi B, and is this something that is domestic with her? It is not.
Okay.
According to his lawyer, he says that that it's something to do with an employee-employer financial dispute that was not resolved to the employee's satisfaction. And Diggs' lawyer says he looks forward to establishing the truth in a court of law, and also that they're trying to monetarily work out a resolution to the incident.
A settlement.
Yeah. Nice. Guess he was owed money and whatever. So it's always about money. Yeah, Diggs, the Patriots are an interesting team because, I mean, a lot like Seattle, I don't know if anybody – the AFC's so wide open, but still, they're not really talked about as being like, oh, man, the Patriots could win this. The Patriots could win this. Drake May's good. Even you're giving me the look like no, they can't.
Yeah, I mean, they have the 1 seed.
They have the 1 seed. They're tied with
Denver,
with Denver, and Denver is playing the Chargers this week, and they're big favorites because Justin Herbert's not going to play.
Right.
And the Patriots, I forget who the Patriots.
Well, they have a division game. They have the Jets or the Dolphins. They have the Dolphins.
They have the Dolphins, and the Dolphins is weird, but they also don't have. They're not. They're playing Ewers, so it's like
but he played well last week.
He actually did.
He played well.
He did.
Yeah,
but I don't. But like, who else in the Jags? Jags are legit.
They are, but I like Denver. I like that defense.
Yeah, I guess I just don't want to like them. But yeah, I don't want them to be the best team, but they definitely have them. Their defense is awesome.
And Houston's defense is really good.
So I had said this a couple weeks ago, and I stand by it today. Houston and Buffalo, I believe, are the two most dangerous teams in the AFC. Houston has they did it again. Wasn't that my pick? All my picks hit this week, by the way.
My pick hit as well.
My lock hit, yeah.
Bit of a terror right now.
I like Seattle. I like Seattle and Panthers. Every pick that I had, Mike Gill was like, I don't know about that one.
Oh, yeah.
He did the same thing
I
to
don't
me.
know about that. Every pick we gave, he didn't like.
Is that right?
The week before, he did the same thing to me. That pick hit too.
Yeah, he's downplaying every pick we have. Like, it's not the segment to criticize.
He's a snobby IPA guy.
Yeah, he is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, no, he's snobby, sure IPA guy. Like, May Brewing Company.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I love good K-May Brewing Company.
Say, I figure you would.
I love
Pretty
Gil.
Ray, Happy New Year.
Yes.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, everybody. I'll be back tomorrow. We have Ricky Metallico and Bill Colarulo and Silvana. Unfiltered's coming up next. See ya.
Now on 90.